No, I'm just here.
All right. Angry left me hanging. All right. Hello, everyone.
Oh, yum. Okay.
Let's fucking go.
And it's looking like a fun night.
It is looking like a fun night. Especially since I'm on my second pina colada.
Yes. Out of the blue, it became pina colada night.
It did.
I've been making pina coladas hand over fist.
And yes, Jake is here as well.
All right.
All right. Looks like one shot already. What's the one shot?
The first one would be Anthony Green calling it.
Oh, okay.
I think that's going to happen first.
Sure.
Second one would be Dutton losing his seat.
Yes.
God, that might be several shots. I might really celebrate that.
Yeah. What's the third one for?
I was kind of in my local seat if Tim Wilson.
Oh yes, Tim Wilson.
Now that's looking very close. It's like I'm trying to be as. I'm down.
Every time.
I'm trying to be as tall as Abigail. But
oh yeah,
the gas lift on this chair is busted.
Yeah, this seat is just higher.
Yeah.
Also, actually, my torso is smaller.
Yeah,
like we're the same height.
Yeah.
Well, you're actually slightly taller.
That's
because of the five head.
Yes. I keep some people as they get old shrink. I keep getting taller because my forehead keeps going up.
But like my torso is slightly shorter and my legs longer.
Yeah.
Whereas like some people, when I sit down next to them, even if I'm the same height, they'll actually be taller than me sitting down because their torso is proportional to their legs, whereas my legs are longer.
And mine are short. I got short little stumpy legs like Chief Wiggum. But I have a comparatively longer torso. So yes, it can look different sitting down and standing up.
Yes.
So. And Safa's taller than both of us, yes. Hopefully the elderly's getting
well, that's
smashed.
not what he said. He said then both of us, which is a like
well, I think
point
that's
in time.
Half his sentence. I'm taller, then both of you are less tall.
Yes. Well, he didn't say.
No, but he was over through.
And Home for the Elderly is shouting at us.
Yeah, he's getting the booze in. He's excited. Oh yeah. I expect a lot of accidental caps lock tonight. Yeah.
Well, cheers.
Cheers.
To early good news.
Yeah. So I actually made myself a painkiller, which is basically a pina colada, but it has orange juice in it.
Okay.
As opposed to lime juice. Just to change things up, I've been making pina coladas. It was so funny. It's like everyone's pina coladas. Okay, well, I have to make some cream of coconut then, which is really simple. It's half coconut milk and half sugar. That's basically it.
Yeah. Okay.
So I just mixed up a batch of that and then squeezed a bunch of limes because I had some waiting to be squeezed and I was just about out of squeezed lime juice. And then the production line of pina coladas started. So
apparently Mofo Sime on your Discord server wants everyone to watch the Fusion Party candidates live stream interview as we watch the vote count. I don't know why, but I've been watching the Fusion Party. They don't seem that bad.
But I'm just not intending to having anything on the screen.
Yeah. I mean, I could conceivably watch. It's a live stream, so I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah, no. From a bandwidth point of view, it's just going to complicate things anyway. How's the voting? Took longer than I expected because we cheat. Mrs. Angry is a silent voter and gets to go to the front of the line. But it still weirdly took longer for a number of reasons.
And I go straight.
Yes, for disability reasons.
To the front of the line, too.
Yeah. So, yeah. A libertarian did kind of stand to my pole, libertarian, and I just gave him a look, which was like, this is as polite as I get, buddy. Step aside. And he stepped aside because I would not have hesitated to tell him. If I was wanting to really just rag on the guy, it's pretty straightforward. You go, what does being a libertarian mean to you? Oh, government out of life. No. What if you want trans rights? Oh, so okay, you just don't want rules to apply to you, but you want to control other people's lives when it's got fuck all to do with you, you piece of shit. You're a liar and a hypocrite. Also, fun fact, this is a really teal shirt, which I did not wear on purpose. Do I feel bad keep jumping?
Fuck no.
No. I actually walked down the line doing that.
Hell yeah.
Revel in it. So silent voter, because of Mrs. Angry's work, she's a psychologist, therapist. There's a reason to not want people to be able to look up her address on the electoral roll. Because
electoral rolls are public information.
So she is registered to vote, but people can't look up her details on the electoral roll. It's called a silent voter, and they have to follow a specific process when a silent voter comes to the thing. And apparently it was just heaps fun, like going to the front of like saying to someone, and the first thing is who is on the door, because you're just walking past the line, just go, you need to get the person in charge out here. And they go, okay.
Yeah.
And the person in charge took a while to come out, and then it's like, I'm a silent voter. And they were all like, oh, this was in the training. Oh, what are we doing next? And then there were no free booths for ages because, the Senate paper is this long.
Yeah.
So while it was quicker than if we'd been in the line, because the line was quite long, it still took way longer than I expected.
The line at my booth was 45 minutes long, which is ridiculous. But it's a popular voting booth.
Oh, and there was just the dipshit on the ABC. Just before I came in, I saw him. He doesn't like pre-poll voting. He wants to cut it short. Like it used to be 3 weeks, and they cut it back to 2 weeks, and he wants it cut back to 1 week. And go, people have to be fully informed. Like, get fucked, mate. People knew what they wanted to vote.
Yeah.
And again, how typical is that for the Liberal Party?
Yeah.
Pre-polling is obviously super popular, and he goes, that thing everyone likes, I want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
It's like, that's why you are doing unexpectedly badly in this election.
Yes.
Oh, damn. Yeah, Pat, how's everything with you, big guy?
Do we want to put a cherry? Did you want to put a cherry?
Cherries are good all the time.
Okay, cool.
I think the cherry jar, the little one.
This one?
Because I drained the syrup out of it last night, so I could actually... And here's where I'm absolutely completely wrong. It's the other one. Whatever.
You should never doubt me again. Move Jake. Actually, now that this jacket has epaulets, so I'm going to put literally.
Jake can sit in the epaulet.
Jake can actually sit there, and I can have a duck on my shoulder if I can be coordinated enough to do it.
So for Drunk on Zero Beer, I know you're having a laugh. Do you know you can get effectively drunk on water? If you drink too much water, A, it can kill you, which people don't realize. B, it can impair your cognitive function to such an extent you might as well be drunk on alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah. And notoriously, this came out when people were having to do drug tests at their work, and they were so freaked out and nervous they couldn't piss, and they getting told to drink more water. You'll piss, drink, and their body has locked up and they can't piss, and they drink too much water and they pass out.
Wow.
Because people just go, that's not a thing. You can't drink too much water.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. It's like and people talk about Oh, the ridiculous line the climate change deniers say about, but we need carbon dioxide, and it's like, shut the fuck up. And okay, the problem is we've got too much of it. How can it be too much? Go, listen, you illiterate, scientifically illiterate moron. You can have too much oxygen. Too much oxygen will kill you, and also make everything around you burst into flames spontaneously. But
well, you can breathe pure oxygen. You can live in a pure oxygen environment. It's just that we're not supposed to live in it. No. We're not supposed to. So, like, you can live in a pure oxygen environment for a limited amount of time.
Yeah.
But don't expect to do it for longer than like an hour or two.
But that's the thing, it will kill you.
Yeah, it will kill you eventually. Your blood will become so over oxygenated. Oh yeah. So I just bought this.
It was a real event. Finding this in the shop was a real event.
So I found the dress first, and it's got a 1950s goth vibe.
Yeah.
And then it has a matching jacket.
Which is so good.
It's so good. And yeah, the dress has pockets and everything.
Oh my god!
Like, for real, so awesome. This outfit, like military style jacket.
Yeah, it's
velvet.
That one at a lesbian bar, you're gonna pick up like hell.
Captain stripes.
You got the stripes on the sleeves.
Oh no, those are commander stripes.
There you go.
Oh well, Captain is 4, I believe.
Okay, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ability had coffee, Kahlua, gin and tonic, now wine. This is actually my first drink. Painkiller, decent, and yeah, essentially.
This is my second.
Yeah, I've been making pina coladas. It's just the short. It's not exactly this, but the short version is this is a pina colada with orange juice in it.
So the deal with overhydration is that if you drink too much water, the water in your bloodstream gets so dilute that it sucks nutrients out of the cells in your body, and they shrivel up and die. Believe it or not, that's not what kills you. It doesn't help, but
not good.
What kills you is that your brain ends up. So what happens is blood doesn't enter your brain. There's what's called a blood-brain barrier, and Sophie would know because Sophie's a nurse. And blood flows over your brain, and then nutrients exchange. Is when you have too much water. Oh yeah. Oh cool.
What is it?
Hyponatremia is when you have too much water.
So we looked it up.
And so it has lost.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah.
Actually,
anyway, so what happens is it's like an osmotic effect where the dilute blood trying to deliver nutrients actually sucks nutrients out of the brain, and sucks water out of the brain. Oh, sorry, it pumps water into the brain because the brain then becomes I'm trying to remember because I'm 2 drinks in. Whatever's the most saltier or the most nutrient dense, the water will travel into.
Okay.
So, which would be the brain.
It's going to make the brain swell.
It makes the brain swell up. That's right. And so, so this dilute blood flushes over the brain. Water flows from the bloodstream into the brain, making it swell up.
Yeah.
and you get brain damage and die.
Which is fine. Also, I think.
But you have to drink a hideous amount of water.
Yeah. No, you have to drink liters and liters.
Yeah, but it has happened.
Yes, yeah, it's a real thing.
And it's usually due to anxiety or other underlying causes.
Yeah. And people usually pass out before they die.
The case I've heard was that a young woman, like barely a woman, I think she was like 19.
Yeah.
She was taking ecstasy for the first time, and she was so anxious about staying hydrated because she was told over and over to stay hydrated, that she just drank so much water that that's what happened. But like over the course of the night, she drank like bottle after bottle after bottle of water.
Yeah.
Then she developed a headache.
Yeah. And
so she thought, oh, I should drink more water. What do you do when you have a headache? You drink more water.
Yeah.
Oh, more water, more water, more water. By the time they got her to hospital, she'd passed out and it was too late. She'd had brain damage from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all the things that people think you're talking shit when you tell them. It's like, no. Water can kill you.
Yeah.
Too much oxygen.
Also, you can just drown.
That's it. It is the equivalent. You can actually consume water in a way that you end up effectively drowning.
Yeah.
Which is,
you can drown in like that much
fucking
water.
weird. Yeah. If you inhale water because you're doing the whole thing, it's like, damn.
Yeah. Don't run and drink at the same time.
I mean, generally good advice.
Yeah.
Fun fact about. Oh, I don't have the Discord open.
Dun dun dun.
Let's open it. I've got.
Oh, don't you have the Discord app installed?
No, you and apps.
You're on Windows though. You can just install Discord.
Yeah.
God.
Fun fact about compulsory voting. Oh, this is the places where voting is compulsory.
Oh, okay.
Let's have a look. I'll share it so everyone can see what we're looking at. And I'll just adjust that so it's at its biggest. And then we'll look at it.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that Wakanda?
Yes.
Okay.
No, that's not a real place.
Oh, I thought maybe Wakanda's the one next to it.
Yeah. So part in Central Africa, lots of South America. So it's actually not that widespread a practice.
It's not North Korea.
That's a fun one.
North Korea has compulsory voting.
But it's easier there because all the votes are compulsory for dear leader.
Yeah. They've pre-filled them for you.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Seems superfluous to make the people show up, really.
Yeah.
Anyway, for show. There we go.
Yeah, good point, Safa. Mostly Southern Hemisphere countries.
Yeah.
Dutton is behind. Bogart knows.
Oh,
in his seat.
I sense shots. I sense shots.
Where's the election coverage? Is there an election?
I got the ABC thing open.
Okay.
So that's just people talking.
Yeah. Do you have the?
Oh yeah, we can get the vote count.
Because that's what I usually.
There it is.
Cool.
They're confirming. It's way early.
I can't. I gotta drive.
Do it on your phone. Find what you want on your phone.
My phone's on like 40%. I gotta plug it in. Oh, come on. 2 drinks in.
Having trouble opening the phone.
Yes. Okay.
Swing maps. I'm just looking at thing. Okay, this I got to show this thing on the ABC website. It just looks like they're describing meteor strikes somewhere. But
yeah,
it's like a little bit the Greens. Yeah, the other independents vote is rising. Libs taken a fucking nosedive.
Yep.
Labor is doing unexpectedly well.
Cool.
So, yeah, I think the Greens' primary vote is very slightly up.
Cool.
Other independents up by more. But, yeah, across the board, the LNP screwing the pooch. And it's funny. It's like all the polls in the last week giving Labor the edge. I was going, oh God, I'm so scared to believe this and whatnot. Now the actual voting appears to be, actually going more for Labor than any of the polls said. So, Pat, I'm not sure we're doing have other people on the stream yet. So maybe later, who knows? It wasn't the primary plan for the evening. So, yeah, if anyone sees any sort of important tidbits, let us know in the chat as well. All right, finish my painkiller. It's all good in the hood.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, way too close to call because 29 to 26.
Yeah, no, it's way too early to call anything. Just all the trends will have the LNP shitting themselves.
Yeah.
Like the official LNP post-election gatherings are going to be shit.
Yeah.
They're going to be so depressed.
Makes me want to watch Channel 7 coverage.
Yeah, they have the weirdos on. That's gonna get nasty.
I kind of want to go on their social media and just troll them.
Yeah, it's a bit of a hoot. So yeah, now they're saying a 10% swing.
What's his seat? What?
Dixon.
Dixon.
He's singing the hey 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 nah nah bye bye Dutton. Oh, he's saying Cash is in deep denial. Michaela Cash is in deep denial on Channel 7. Oh my god!
Oh, actually, how? Like, what is she like? Not calling it yet, or like, what is she saying?
From the sounds of it, I'd say she's saying it's not as bad as you're saying it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's worse. Oh. Palmer's already got up and moved the needle. What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
I don't know what that means.
Oh, Dixon. It's literally Dickson.
Yep. Dick's on top.
What?
Oh, it's still early, but he looks like he's getting pasted.
6.1% counted. Yeah.
That's a fuck ton to turn around.
I know. That's Titanic.
Theoretically possible for him to turn it around, but
possible.
Oh my God.
Wait till postal votes are counted because they haven't been counted yet.
No.
But yeah.
So is this on Channel 7? They've got a needle that points to who's most likely to win.
So is what's his face?
Pat's making moves on you. He likes the outfit.
Thank you, Pat. But I bat for the other team.
Oh, he's got a girlfriend anyway.
Yeah, well, what are you doing?
Oh, I think there's a request.
Knock, knock, knock.
No, he's just called.
Anthony Green called it?
Yeah.
He reckons it's a done deal.
Yeah.
No way.
Wow.
Damn, that was quick.
Wow, there's been quicker, but...
But I wouldn't mind another.
By the same token, another pina colada?
Well, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Shots.
He's a bit hindered because his program isn't working, but he's still saying, I can't see how they can form.
Yeah. Well, I guess.
Okay.
Thank you, Sophie. I like the output.
All right. So, first things first, because I do have to go out and make a thing.
Take a shot.
Shot. Should it be whiskey, rum, or gin?
I'm joining you in that shot.
Right. Or do you have a preference? I'll let you call it if you like.
Whiskey.
All right. Pick one that looks good.
What from this selection?
Yeah. Lots of special ones in there.
Ooh.
Nice Japanese whiskey. Lots of Australia. Obviously,
What's
lots
the
of styles.
23rd Street?
That is from Adelaide, a single malt,
Yeah.
46%. It's quite nice.
Let's do it.
All right, Adelaide for the first shot. You know what? I'm actually going to measure it.
Okay. Yeah. If it's a special one.
No. Just
but-
so we don't get. I want to know how
Don't
much.
wanna get plastic.
I'm not sure what these hold.
Okay.
It's a. Yep, that's it.
Yep. You went above the line.
There we go. Step.
Cool.
They hold what we would call a standard shot.
Cool.
All right. I'm going to do one sip just to savor the whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Oh, it's a nice whiskey.
Sorry.
Don't breathe in while you're doing it.
You know that breathing in thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Getting that alcohol fumes in the lungs.
That's a whole thing.
That's going to do it to you.
I just lost.
That's what. Whenever someone like coughs after shopping, oh, you can't take it. No, usually they inhaled as they were doing it.
Yeah.
And it's literally just you got vapor or God forbid some liquid in your windpipe, and it's just like,
oh, I'm gonna be. Cheers.
Cheers, y'all.
Nice.
That's whiskey.
Oh,
That's some whiskey.
that'll put hair on your areolas.
Whoa.
Oh,
Oh, it is so beautiful because it's just got an aftertaste, and it's just
it's a very pleasant mouthfeel.
Yeah, that
pleasant
was a good
aftertaste.
call on the shot. All right, so I'm gonna get.
It's slightly peated as well.
It has a little bit of smoke, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
a
I
nice
like it.
whiskey.
Yeah.
I mean, and again, typical for me. I bought it because it was on special.
Yeah.
I thought on 23rd Street they make good stuff,
Yeah.
and like
I'm gonna have the.
you're gonna finish your pina colada. It's like a good proper whiskey that's got a lingering.
And request another.
Yeah. It's fun that we've decided pina coladas are the democracy drink of the
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so that means I'm going to be out for a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Do we want to put something on, or are you going to freak out if you're here by yourself for a couple of minutes?
I mean, people are just going to be watching me on my phone.
Yeah.
So you're going to be watching me do this.
Oh, actually, you know what? Just for fun, because I don't even know what's going to come up when I do this.
Yeah.
If we go to my YouTube channel, it's loading slowly. Where are we? My channel.
And I'm gonna get my phone charged as well.
Yep. Okay.
Oh. As
Okay.
soon as I get up, I'm gonna be so dizzy.
Yeah, it's getting on. I'm just wondering, do I have any videos with election? No, my channel. What the fuck?
What the heck?
My videos? Whatever.
You can. Don't
Fuck
you have
you.
a back button on your mouse?
Oh, fuck it.
You do. You have a back button on your mouse.
Stop hassling me. Sean. I'm just, if something topical from previous years. Tassie elections, exciting or not?
Do you have a spare power plug?
Yeah, I was just behind you.
Oh, cool.
It's under the bed, in fact, the power board.
Cool.
New South Wales elections. God, a bunch. Oh no, they're all live streams. We don't really want to replay a previous
No.
live stream. I don't know. Everyone. Oh wait, no. There's 36 of them. What am I talking about? Let's track back. The fake. Us piss taking the fake tradie one. Laughing at Andrew Bolt being upset. State Liberals win election. A weird rant with AIDSy.
One Nation candidate.
Someone withdrew. Well, could you imagine Today, someone would just say whatever they want and they wouldn't withdraw.
Yeah.
Trump has just set the bench of nothing matters.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
All right. So I reckon everyone loves AIDS. Why don't I find an old video with AIDS?
Yeah, because we were thinking about AIDS today.
Yeah. All right. This one is from, well, a long time ago. I'll find out how much. It's an old...
It's muted.
Yeah, no, I meant to pause it, in fact.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Yep.
God damn it. I'm not even that drunk. So 11 years ago, September 2013. Okay, this is going to be slightly weird for me, but anyway. So,
I mean, if I saw video of me 11 years ago, I'd feel the same way.
Yeah. But, okay, so this is me and AIDSy from ages ago.
I'm not used to having such high collars.
Yeah, I have to get used to it.
Very French.
Hey viewers, it's Wednesday. That means
what the hell's going on with that mustache?
I know, right?
What the hell?
It's dyed. Yeah.
Yep. And if
It's
you
also
don't know
long,
what that means,
obviously.
the
It's
acronym
like
stands
booty.
for what
Yeah.
am I not giving a
Oh,
It's
fuck
obviously
about
what I was going
today?
for at that point.
And what may surprise some people is I'm going to
Doesn't
talk
that
about the
suit?
Australian
No, not really.
election.
No.
Surprised the shit
Also
out of
just-
me.
Yeah, because I'm fairly political a lot of
Yeah.
the time. But
Anyway,
honestly,
I'm gonna
go.
this election,
Sure.
this campaign
No,
has pretty much
we're not on
sucked
it.
the life out of me.
Yes,
I dislike them
Oh,
all so much,
a little
I
bit in
just
the corner.
can't
Oh,
care.
he doesn't.
no.
He's really real. He doesn't, and he's got it. Oh, he's angry about it. He's angry and angry. Yes.
But look, for those who are still listening, let's go through and we'll explain a few things about the options in this election.
Oh,
Absolutely, abso-fucking-tively.
Now, your big picture choices, two major parties.
Two majors.
First, you could vote in such a way that the existing government retains power. That's going to be much of a muchness. if that
Much of a
happens.
muchness, much of the same thing.
And I do feel I need to point out that means having one of the strongest economies in the developed world.
That is true. That is real, actually.
All the stuff the libs have been saying about, oh, crisis, oh, disaster, oh,
Oh, it's come to eat your babies.
is lies.
It's not.
I don't know how they've got away with it. Oh, wait, yes, I do. Rupert Murdoch owns all the media in this
That's
country.
right. Oh, yeah, that's no longer illegal.
It's got to the stage where it's quite hard to tell, is the Murdoch press the PR wing of the Conservative parties, or are the Conservative parties the PR wing of the Murdoch press? It's really hard to tell.
Who can say?
It's the fun world we live in. But basically, yes, our economy's strong. You need to compare to the US and Europe if you want to know what trouble is like.
Mm.
So, but it's not a lot to be inspired by. Oh, a few people are excited by the prospect of marriage equality laws being put in place.
I'm excited by that prospect. I'll be getting out my grey suit.
Kev's got the world excited with speechifying on that recently.
Yeah, go Kev.
But honestly, one of the reasons, although I don't disagree with many of their policies, that I can't get enthusiastic about Labor potentially winning a long shot is honestly Kevin Rudd. He's fucking crazy.
A little bit, yeah.
If he wins, he's already been out of control in the past with his ego and he's pushing people around. If he against all odd wins, that's the front row seat to crazy town.
Yeah, but he's big and cuddly, isn't he? He's big and cuddly like a big teddy bear with teeth.
That will bite the head off any kitties that upset him.
Oh, I was going to kiss your baby, but I accidentally bit its head off.
So it was essentially, it would be the rewarding of some very bad behaviour. He's undermining of previous Prime Minister
Give me
Julia
another
Gillard,
fucking sandwich. Sorry, go on. Yes.
which, to be fair, he was undermined in turn. He probably never should have been offed, but it shows this sort of dysfunction in the Labor Party.
Mm.
Everyone should be convinced they're the best government ever,
Yeah.
but they're so dysfunctional in a public sense. You can tell lies about things being a problem and get away with it.
Yeah.
It's weird. So I'm not very enthusiastic about them, and probably just as well because they're probably going to get their fucking clock cleaned in this election.
Maybe. We've still got an actual vote to have. Just because Murdoch tells us so doesn't mean it's necessarily so, though.
I will be the happiest wrong person in the world if I'm wrong
That's the
about
case.
this. Because the alternative is Abbott-led Conservative coalition. And look, if you haven't been paying attention, and Abbott and crew have done their best to distract your attention from actual policy intentions.
What are you talking about? What's that? That's a boat nigger. Kill him, quick.
So aside from stop the boats, which is something that he actually can't possibly do,
Boat niggers, run!
let's talk about actual impact of an Abbott-led coalition government. First, we go industrial relations,
Fucked.
public health,
Fucked.
public education,
Fucked. Is that spelled right?
probably women's rights.
Fucked.
In fact, any kind of minority issue.
Fuck off and fucked.
Now, I could bring up asylum seekers now, but they're fucked under anyone at the moment.
Anyone.
And honestly, I kind of think maybe Labor need a good shellacking, so they might wake up to themselves and actually provide some alternatives. And on that note, I just want to say, if you're in Australia, you'll hear the politicians always refer to Western Sydney because there's so many swinging seats there at the moment. People of Western Sydney, in case you've missed the point of it all, both major parties have decided you're stupid, willfully ignorant, and horrifically fucking racist. Okay? So if you're a white person in Western Sydney, that's not me talking. That is both major parties have declared you to be that much of a fuck up. I'm hoping that you display evidence to the contrary.
And we see evidence all the time. It has to be real, by the way.
But in case you're missing the subtext of what the politicians have been saying, they have essentially all declared you to be uber fucking bogans.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which is unpleasant, and you shouldn't be stereotyped like that. Do us a favor and prove them wrong. Hey, shall we talk about minor parties?
Let's talk about minor parties. They're crazy.
Okay.
Actually.
The Greens.
No. Fucking just no. Don't do it.
Now, AIDSy has negative feelings to the Greens.
Like you wouldn't fucking believe. For a party that's good about so many good stuff, I can't stand these fuckers.
I'm ambivalent. I think they have not come close to proving their worth. Now, I know a lot of Green supporters will watch this. Feel free, in all seriousness, explain why you think they're awesome. I'm very ambivalent towards them. I feel they have often fallen into the minor party problem of not having to worry about consequences.
Oh, man. And see, the trouble with, in my life, everything is consequences. Everything is consequences. I am the consequences of broken consequences. And under the Greens, I am screwed mightily.
Because they're hyper-focused on a single issue, while I agree it's an important issue,
and it is,
can have some bad fallout.
Big time.
But look, and let's go for the real fun ones. If we head up to Queensland, we've got Bob Katter's party.
Yeah, man. He sings.
And he's about big hats.
He's about big hats and singing and making Australia good.
In his defense, he deeply believes in core issues.
Yeah.
He's dedicated to his constituency.
Yeah, true.
It's just if you say the wrong thing to him, he goes a bit crazy.
He does tend to.
But he's had so much scrutiny on him, it's almost understandable.
It kind of is, yeah.
He's a little bit crazy pants, and he's named his party after himself.
Why wouldn't you? But I mean, that's also siege mentality stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you get called crazy so many times that you become a little bit of it, and then they go, well, look, you're being crazy, and then you become a bit more of it, and then it just all sort of cycles down in a spiral of conservative love.
And while we're talking about possibly crazy Queenslanders naming political parties after themselves, we've got Clive, the Palmer, Australia, dig holes in the ground party.
I want to make a boat, I'm Clive Palmer, I see you around the boat. See, we've been here.
I know.
And it was so much fun the first time that Clive...
All right, we're pausing it there because I'm back. And we did at least get AIDSy singing his Clive Palmer song, which he was very fond
Was
of.
Clive Palmer around back then?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
no, he's been a fucking pain for ages.
Fuckhead.
Yeah, no, he's a piece of shit.
Oh.
Absolute piece
Allegedly, Fatty McFuck.
Oh, wasn't there an actual court case where he wanted to sue someone and the comedian was...
Friendly Geordie.
Yeah. I will go to court and defend on the grounds of truth. You're a fat fuckhead.
No, he...
Oh, wait a sec. Someone's at the door again.
Yeah. Green's called Dutton is lost.
Hey! Okay. Wow.
Oh, that's another. I can't do another.
No,
shot.
no, I wasn't holding you to
No,
it. You went with the first one.
no, because yeah.
No, I'm not. But I did commit to it. Home for the Elderly was out for a refill. I will go with a stream vote. Should I do another whiskey? Should it be rum?
Oh,
Should it be brandy?
yeah. Look, I'm with you. I'm with you. Home for the Elderly. Hang on, if I can. Yeah,
You're moist.
for real. That
Yeah.
is. I mean, according to the ABC website,
Yeah.
it hasn't been called yet. But if Anthony Green's called it, it's as good as done.
He has said they can't possibly win.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
But
now
no, but-
down to
yeah,
does
but-
Labor have a majority or
No,
an increased majority?
But like, no, that Dutton has lost
Oh,
his seat.
Dutton. Yeah, no. He literally, apparently he said Dutton can't win from here.
Oh, that's what it is. Dutton
Yeah.
has just lost
his seat.
his seat or the
No,
election.
that last knock at the door was his seat. Anthony
Nice.
Green said he's done.
What? Fuck off, Dutton.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
Piece of shit.
And he said the Libs have lost Dixon.
Oh,
Fuck you. I think you were asking.
fuck you, Voldemort, you fucking racist potato, you.
Piece of shit.
What a
Oh my God.
loser.
I now have a
Peter Dutton, you are a loser.
What's this feeling I have inside? It's
It's
faith in the Australian population.
what?
It's, oh my God.
That's what that is.
I haven't felt that in so long. I thought I was having a heart attack, but it's just faith in the Australian population coming back.
My skin is tingling. What? Faith in Queenslanders?
The lib guy on the ABC is we've already established a
Yeah.
stinking pile of shit. Justin, you want to thank all the people? Yes, this is literally Trump.
Mm,
Mrs. Angry was asking me how much do I think this is Trump, and I'm like 75%.
yeah.
25% they did themselves.
Yeah.
But at the start, they bonded themselves to Trump,
Yeah.
and
And
the Australian
people were
public
like,
went,
"Fuck
"Hey,
that."
fuck you."
Yeah. Oh
Um,
my God.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanna see his concessions.
Oh,
I wanna see fucking Michaelia Cash. Fucking
I hope some people are just
Oh.
doing funny remix videos for YouTube of all this shit.
I can't wait for the memes.
I want it so bad.
Oh, what a night.
And some whiny little conservative shit is going to come at me like, well, that's not very nice of you, gentlemen.
Breaking. Peter Dutton has lost his seat. Oh, I think I just came.
Like Saf was asking earlier,
Oh.
will Dutton resign? He kind of doesn't have
It
to,
does-
but technically he's still head of the Liberal Party. He's just not a member
he's
of
not
Parliament.
a member of Parliament.
And technically, there are things they could do. No one's going to do it. No, they're just like, fuck you, buddy. That
Yeah.
was cool. And I called, and I really doubted my own call many times, but I called this at the last election when Labor won and Dutton was made leader of the Liberals.
Coalition facing lowest ever primary vote.
We are just going to have so much fun reading these headlines as the night goes on.
Oh,
Yeah, I know, it's incredible. But yeah, I said the only reason Dutton's leader is the sensible people in the LNP have said we are losing the next election as well. Whoever is leader, we're just throwing to the wolves. Anyone who has a serious aspiration doesn't want to be leader now.
yeah.
And Dutton is just a vile psychopathic narcissist.
Yeah.
He wants to be leader, buddy.
Yeah.
Because he's electoral poison. I'm so glad that's been vindicated.
Yeah. You've been
I-
saying
oh.
it since Albanese came in.
Yeah. I legit think they had just put him in because they knew they were going to lose. But I swear, up until like January, February, I was like, oh, Albanese, if you fucking lose this, I'll never forgive you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. Lib supporters are going to bed now to cry. Could you
Ugh.
this is hearkening back. This is possibly, I feel even better about this than when Keating won an election
Mm.
because the Libs were absolutely certain they were going to win.
Yep.
And they had a ballroom and they were all in there.
Yeah.
And apparently, when it became clear they weren't winning, it was a fucking morgue. It was like,
Mm-hmm.
and geez, this is right up there with
Mm.
that. Just rejoicing in the suffering.
Oh.
And again, like I was saying, some conservatives should go, "You're not being very nice. You should be more." No. When elections went against me, and I was genuine, I refused to be one of those people who goes, "Well, I'm not upset because I'll be fine." Go, no, this sucks. This is shit. I don't like it. All the conservatives get to dunk on me now and go, "Haha, you lost."
Yeah,
that's fair.
Like they're magnanimous in victory.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
fuck you.
Yeah, it's just like, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, you're talking about, was I upset when Shorten got beaten by Morrison? I was devastated.
Yeah.
Not just because I didn't want the Liberals to win, but Morrison, a freaky as fuck evangelical Christian, who literally believed God was appointing him, and I was like, what the fuck?
The only saving grace was that he was incompetent as fuck. Dutton,
he has the scary competency.
Actually do damage.
There is dangerous competency in Dutton,
and actually evil.
It's kind of fun. You go back and remind people of just how bad Morrison was. You know, like just after he came in, there were the devastating bushfires
when he was on holiday.
After the bushfires reached the devastating phase, he went on holidays to Hawaii. His office denied that he'd done it first, and then it was just like, "Why are you so upset?" It's like, dude, the fucking country's on fire, and you're going on holidays.
And
I
don't hold a hose, mate.
So he absolutely fucked the response to that, and
fucked the COVID response
in multiple ways. First, he was one of the ones refusing to say it was serious. Like literally a week before we had lockdowns, he's going, "Oh, everyone should go to the footy," and medical authorities are going, "No, you fucking shouldn't." Like he literally probably killed hundreds of people with that approach. And then he fucked up the rollout of protective gear, and then he fucked up the rollout of the vaccine. And it's just like, it was just fuck up after fuck up after fuck up. So what's that stuff about Angus Taylor? Great job.
Who's Angus Taylor?
He's one of the funny ones who thought he was replying with his sock puppet account and actually replied with his real account going, "Great job, Angus. Good work."
What a tool.
Danny, how are you doing? Dutton so anal retentive. There's a power failure. He could vacuum the carpet by zooming around. That is a lovely turn of phrase, Danny.
Like a
I know you're saying Angus is doing okay. Okay. But is that on his social media? Don't panic, Angus. You're doing fine. We love you.
Oh, dear.
My daughter just texted me going, "The ABC's coverage is peak entertainment. I've never seen the LNP goon from Queensland sitting at a desk before, but he's never leaving my memory now."
There's been a 5.1 swing to Labor in Peter Dutton's seat.
And he was on like a 1.5%.
1.7, He's getting plastered.
This okay.
Absolutely hammered.
This is just almost going to make me believe in God.
No.
Howard lost his seat.
Howard lost his seat.
Abbott lost his seat.
Oh,
and now Dutton lost his seat.
It's just the axis of evil. They just keep falling.
And again, we're talking about the thank you Trump people, and that is real. It happened in Canada.
Yep.
The Liberals, who are very centrist, more so than Labor is even.
Yeah.
But they were going dive. The Conservatives are going soar. And then the Trump shit happened and it just went Shazam.
Yep.
And it's just like, so it's just Americans who are insane. But wait for next year's midterm elections.
Yeah, because even Trump voters are like,
Oh, yeah.
"Holy shit,
Look,
dude's actually a dictator."
it's way in the future. Anything could happen
It's in
between
2 years. So.
Yeah, anything could happen between now and then. The by far most likely thing is a devastating win for the Democrats in both the House and the Senate.
Yeah.
And then they can impeach Trump.
Yes. They've already filed articles of impeachment on so many counts.
It's because he's a fucking criminal.
He's committing crimes every single day in office. It's ridiculous.
Ooh, that's a fun one. You're saying the Greens gained a seat in New South Wales.
I saw that.
Our fallen friend Max. Sorry, what are we saying, Safa?
Max Chandler Mather.
Greens lost Max Chandler's
Chandler Mather. He wasn't he the one who had to resign because of improprieties in office?
Probably. I've got no idea what Safa's
that
talking
rings
about.
a bell. He was
Look, I'm actually down a shot. I promised to have a shot.
Yeah, you should do that.
No one said. I was just saying, what should it be? Another whiskey or rum or gin or what?
Oh, well, you do that. I'm going to look up Max Chandler.
Yeah, see what happened.
Yeah.
He was the young guy. Yeah. Hey, devious Chris. You responded to a right-winger poll of Trump doing a great job. Comments said, he did good job in elections, moving Germany, France, Canada more left, now Australia as well. It's just like the rest of the world has gone, oh, no, that Trumpy shit is actually bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I think also the midterms, in 18 months or whenever they happen, are also going to have Americans going, oh, this was a bad idea.
Yeah.
But it's a long time in the future. Anything could happen. Predicting that sort of thing is a mug's game. Over the Libs looking like you did when Bill Shorten lost in 2019. I was pretty fucking upset, quite honestly. Howard's old seat got a 10.3% swing to Labor. Yeah, we are happy. But look, no one's responding when I ask what I should do a shot of.
Yeah. Respond. Or he has to do a shoey.
Don't bring up shoeys. That's a New Year's Eve thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Danny. But of what? Should it be whiskey, rum, brandy, gin? Which of these? I have such a selection. Whiskey. Safa got in first. Does anyone else have a vote? Oh, no. I'm decided I'm doing whiskey. I'm going to do the new one I got, the Black Flank whiskey that I got a deal on. Because I had a little taste of it last night and it was good. And I think I need to go and get some mineral water after this.
Yeah.
Where did I put the Black Flank? Here it is. Here it is. Okay. Shot of Black Flank. So, is it okay? I'm going to hold them up together. Oh, it is considerably lighter in colour than the 23rd Street one.
Fair enough.
Just an interesting little tidbit. That's usually got to do with the type of oak that's in the barrel that they age it in. Madam Butterfly, a combination of all. Hopefully the Elderly wants me to. Okay, you've got the vote in, Pedro Jimenez. It looks like we might have to wait a while, but my third one I said I was going to do is if Tim Wilson loses my local seat of Goldstein, I'll do Pedro Jimenez for that. Alrighty, so Black Flank whiskey named after the endangered black-flanked wallaby.
Cheers.
Oh, that is delightful. In a quite different way to the 23rd Street one. Oh my God, I am so glad I got this. It's just like, I'd seen it It was really weird. I'd seen it on the Woolies shelf, and I was just going, okay, randomly is like an Australian single malt. I don't really know. It's $100. I don't really want to spend $100. That's actually not that expensive for a single malt, but I don't want to do it. And then finally, I get it $30 off, and it's like, oh, damn, this is good. All right, shot. I had a sip just to appreciate it.
I don't know what the deal is with Max Chandler Mather.
Okay.
He's a member for Griffith.
Yeah, Safa, can you explain what you were saying? Because we don't understand what you were saying.
Did he?
There's probably a reason I don't do shots. Oh man, but that is genuinely good. I didn't do the freaking Letterkenny thing for some reason on Letterkenny. They're always doing shots around the table, and every time they do a shot, like,
he's
lost his seat.
He's lost his seat. Oh, that's a hell of a swing.
17 per swing.
To the
Okay, so
Labour Party.
it's almost like people decided he was an experiment or something.
Oh, that's
a devastating swing.
That's awful.
Oh well, pour one out for Max. There we go.
Yeah.
So devious. Yes, Matt Gates. Once your whiskey gets to 18 years, he doesn't approve of it anymore. Could you actually believe? Because he's finally ended up on the outer in American politics. Like, some of them are so bad, and it takes so long for them to get on the outer. Like, Matt Gates is literally facing charges of trafficking a minor across state lines for the purposes of sex, and it's just like. And there's another one, George something. This guy, he was an absolute fraudster.
George Santos.
Yeah, and he finally got convicted.
Oh.
It's just like they weren't dumping him, and it's just like, no, this guy is so obviously criminal. I mean, Trump is obviously criminal,
but he won them an election.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
Yes, he did.
Max did CMFEU protest. Oh,
he did.
I am broadly pro-union, but
so he held the seat with a 10-point margin, but he did something wrong.
Was he the one, who was inappropriate?
No, that was someone else.
Because he actually had to stand down.
That was someone in Victoria.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's
that was Sam Hibbins. I think.
He's in Queens. Yeah, and the Greens rightfully got rid of him. Yeah.
Oh, he was asked to fall on his sword.
Yeah. So Max is from Queensland, but came down to Melbourne for a CMFEU. I mean,
which is fine.
I'm staunchly pro-union.
Yeah.
I'm kind of weird because I get the vibe the CMFUs are slightly more right-leaning.
I don't get that
union.
Vibe.
No,
no, I get they're just a bit more organized and militant.
I'm fucking here for it.
Yeah, I mean, in this day and age, we need more of that.
God, I think Anthony Green had his tongue thoroughly in his cheek. Like early in the night when he was looking at the Labor swings, and he's going like, "Yes, the Liberals were banking on Victoria being the worst for the new Labor, and they were right. There's only a 0.6% swing in favor of Labor." It's like, oof,
yeah,
oof,
yeah.
That's your plans going up in smoke, buddy.
Yeah, and then Dutton lost his seat.
Oh,
that's the cherry on top. That is the gravy.
Yeah, and we were talking earlier today. There is a lot of negative vibe about the Victorian state government. If I was a betting person, they're going to win the next state election just because the Vic Libs just don't exist.
Shit. They don't exist.
They're just damn.
Yeah.
What's the ABC mega wall? I've got the ABC open here somewhere.
What does the mega wall look like?
I don't know.
Labor won. Yeah. Well, I mean,
Labor wins election.
They haven't even counted most of the votes.
Oh
my God.
Sorry, I am going to show this. Well, no, I oh, wow. This is what shots do to me.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be a late night tonight.
No, look at that.
Holy shit.
Look at all that red on there.
That's a lot of red.
Damn.
The Libs got absolutely ass wiped.
They've got fucking maggoted. That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the BLF. They were a hoot.
The BLF?
The Builders Labourers Federation
Okay.
in Sydney in
Yeah.
70s and 80s. Again, I'm super pro union. 90% of what they did, but they were some hard men, like standover men. They would fuck people
Yep.
up. If you crossed the BLF membership, they would fuck you up. they ended up getting sort of disbanded because you probably need to stop putting people in hospital.
Yeah.
But yeah, broadly, I'm going to be more on the side of the BLF than of the fucking governments that say, hey, you guys are mean.
Mm.
Notoriously, their leader, and I think Devious Chris, it sounds like you're going to remember his name. I'm struggling. He was really infamous.
Hang on, say that whole sentence again.
Okay, the leader of the BLF at their peak.
Okay.
He got imprisoned, and he was in there for a while, and it's probably because all them crimes he done.
Sure.
But it's funny because he was a big guy, and surprise, surprise, in prison you don't get an excess of food,
Yeah.
or beer, and
he lost a bit.
he
of weight.
lost a lot of weight. He was a lot slimmer when he came out of prison, and then he just went into drinking beer again, and then he put it all back on.
Yeah.
So Chris, former reps, yeah, but that was traditional. Labor guys and Labor guys come from the union ranks. So if you're still a lib seat, well, I'm. This is.
I'm assuming I'm still a safe green seat.
Probably. We got to see if Zoe Daniel holds on. There's a swing against her, but she's holding the line. All right, where's my phone? I'm gonna look it up as well. Gallagher doesn't ring a bell, Chris. Sorry, my daughter's still texting. She's still laughing at this liberal dick on the ABC. When everyone's just going, "You guys are so fucked." He's going, "Guys, wait for the pre-polls. Wait for the pre-polls to come in." And like, no, you guys are fucked.
Only 6% has been counted.
Yeah, it's very.
But the website is so far behind the commentary.
Yeah. Wait, what am I? Oh God, I am so struggling with tapping right buttons on my phone, and I'm not even that cut. It's just I think I'm excited. Beautiful lockdown act making a comeback, and it seems to involve drinking alcohol. So I want to read this. Sexy spin on Australia's favorite cocktail. Yeah, the fucking Negroni. Fuck it. Like the most popular cocktails. The most popular cocktail with hipsters is Negroni, and I don't like it because it's Campari, and that's way too bitter for me. The most popular mainstream one is the espresso martini, and I fucking hate it because it's just vodka and coffee. So it's like me being a hipster and going like, "Oh, yeah, that's the mainstream. I don't like." No, it's literally just the taste. I will drink that. We've been drinking pina fucking coladas all night. Now we've decided it's an election tradition that we've just started.
Yeah,
Democracy,
this year.
pina coladas, and now every election we're drinking pina coladas.
Yep.
Okay. Builders, Laborers, Federation, leader. No, it wasn't Jack Mundy. Maybe it was Norm Gallagher. Okay, I'm gonna look. I think you might have been right, Chris. I think it might have not. Yeah. Okay. See, I thought I just got the vibe you would know, Chris. I think you're right. It was Norm Gallagher. Yeah. Okay. You were right. For some reason, I just had the vibe you would be right, and you were. Yeah, Safa, there's...
Sorry, someone just matched with me on a dating site.
Well, you're on a high already.
Yeah.
You might as well get some.
She's kind of cute too.
Well, you need to get some pics in that outfit.
I know.
Bam!
I know. This is very flattering, this outfit.
It's just such a good outfit.
Yeah.
Like, it's seriously, like, Megaleech was visiting and he was here with his daughter and went out, and we just stumbled across the shop, and we were initially saying to Megaleech's daughter, do you want to look in there?
Mm.
And like I said, it's just this really interesting
the
50s mash goth.
The first thing I thought
goth
was
mashup.
like, that is so not my style.
Yeah.
50s goth.
Yeah.
I mean, goth is, but
Yeah.
50s no.
Yeah.
And my second thought was, they're not going to have anything that fits me.
And you just got
It's a
these
thin person store.
killer outfits in your size.
And so Megaleech's daughter was anxious to go in.
Yeah.
So we all just like solidarity went
Maybe.
in.
Yeah.
And I was just looking around, just like,
Yeah.
because clothes.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I saw this dress and this outfit. And all of a sudden I'm trying stuff on. And all of a sudden shit fit me.
Yeah.
And holy shit, it was amazing.
Yeah. No, it was.
And everyone was waiting outside.
It was a whole event.
It was awesome.
And Dr. Abigail kept coming out fashion parading. Look at this.
Look at this. Look at, oh my God, this.
Chris, you were raised on construction sites in the 80s. Nice. That sounds healthy. No, it wasn't an op shot. It was in like,
No,
Melbourne
it was
Central.
a bougie as hell.
Yeah, I said bougie as fuck. What was it called? Kitten something?
Kitten de Mort.
Yeah.
French,
Des Moines.
yeah, de Mort. Kitten.
Oh, D'Amour, as in I love
Yeah.
kitten. Or
yeah,
love
yeah,
kitten, or something.
Kitten of love or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
What? No, we've already done that.
No, I have done the Dutton shot.
The Dutton shot has been done. What was the third shot? Oh, the
the local
seat. Yeah.
seat. And
It was in Melbourne Central, so.
Melbourne Central, which is, CBD, Melbourne Central. So Homefieldly, you've called Starwood Pedro Jimenez for the next shot. Chris, outfits giving Leader Meets Light Lonely Hearts Club Band. I'm not 100%.
Tonight's outfit is giving. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's the coat.
Oh yeah, the
it's
military
jacket,
coat. Yeah,
the
yeah.
military jacket, because
Because
like
the dress is actually super cash, but it goes so well with that much more formal
Yeah,
jacket.
so the dress, if I may.
Yeah, definitely. Fashion parade.
So,
Fashion parade.
so the dress by itself is just like, it's just amazing by
It's
itself.
friggin' awesome.
And like these bits come down as well. Like it's like
There's an
these-
underskirt in there. It's awesome.
yeah, like it's layered.
Yeah.
It's worth what it costs.
Oh yeah.
And it cost a lot.
It cost a little bit.
And like these bits pin up here.
Yeah.
Like this is,
Mm.
I just like the asymmetry of having one down and one up.
Yeah.
But like it on the rack, it was both pinned up.
Yeah.
But I just put that one down because
Yeah.
I like that one down.
Yeah.
It has
Pockets.
pockets, and yeah, but it had a matching coat, which is a military coat that in like a French military style with epaulettes, a high collar, and when you zip it up,
And it changes the whole vibe. It's fantastic.
yeah, it's like it's a velvet material, and it's a crop coat.
Yep.
It's a cropped jacket, so it's not a full length jacket by any means. It doesn't even go down to my hips.
Yeah.
But just amazing. So I can wear an overcoat over it.
Yeah. Oh my god,
But,
just in
like-
time for going out in winter.
Yeah. How awesome is this?
It's freaking great.
yeah.
And just that whole velvet thing. Just saying, when you go into beans and whatnot, you're going to get touched a lot.
Unfortunately, beans is
That's right. You were saying that close.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
So yeah, like the trim on the coat on the jacket matches the dress because
It's great.
all the pieces in the line
Yeah.
were all matching.
Yeah. And they have this sort of moth-eaten aesthetic,
Yeah,
which is really quite
I
interesting.
love it. Yeah, because
It's
like
friggin' great.
a layered aesthetic
Yeah.
with the petticoat underneath built into it.
It's
So good.
It's so funny how left field it was because we were just trying to convince Haley to go in there.
Yeah.
And then you went and found just this killer outfit.
Oh, I'm freaking in love with this.
It's
outfit.
so good.
Yeah, and it suits me.
It's
And-
so good.
Yeah, I love it.
Friggin' awesome.
Yeah, and it's super comfortable. Too.
Yeah, which is
like
win-win.
Yeah, and I do love the band leader vibe.
Ooh, a micro top hat is kind of a fun
Oh,
idea.
fascinator!
Yeah,
yeah,
some headwear.
A fascinator would be great. They had some at that store too.
Ooh, okay.
They had some.
Well,
that
you've
would
got
suit.
you've got a discount
I can-
card waiting.
I do. That store, I don't think there would be anything worth the value of that gift voucher.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's
from
it's
what
a
the
discount.
points I got for the loyalty points I got
yeah.
was for $25.
Yeah.
I don't think that even the pins
Yeah.
at the counter, I don't even
Yeah.
think they
Yeah.
were for 25.
Yes.
I don't think there was anything worth $25.
No, Madam Butterfly's agreeing. Cute outfit.
Thank you.
It is. It's a great outfit.
It's so good.
All right. You got your Pepsi. I need to go
Yeah,
out and
I
get
gotta-
my glass.
I gotta-
and
I gotta slow down.
Yeah, no. I need to
Oh, for real.
get my glass with ice and
I'm-
have something non-alcoholic.
I'm so dizzy.
Yeah. we need,
It's only 10:09.
but in the first hour, we've got Libs lose the election, Dutton loses his seat.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn, what a night.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, so I've had like 3 pina coladas and a shot of whiskey.
In like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
That's actually a lot
Oof.
because secret for the kids at home, I don't really skimp when I make a pina colada.
And I don't drink very often.
No, so it
And
really has an
I
impact.
haven't really had dinner.
Safa.
I
okay.
did eat a lot for lunch. So I wasn't hungry.
Yeah, I wasn't even sure I wanted dinner. I did have one of
Yeah,
my
I had-
foods in microwave.
I had like lunch and then I had sushi for kind
yeah,
of like
and you had a snack,
afternoon
yeah.
tea.
Safa, I do legit need to get some ice. I need to get a different glass, some ice, and a non-alcoholic beverage.
Yeah. I kind of need to eat something, I think.
We could put another video on 5 minutes. I'm gonna
Mm.
go there, and I could take you out into the kitchen, and we could work out if there's something you'd like to eat.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of stuff out there. So, how much was left in this video? There was still 6 minutes left in this video.
That's
so
5.5, barely. It's like 5.2, 5 minutes.
I
and
realized.
20
See, I
seconds.
just saw the 7. It's actually
Yeah.
8 minutes.
Yeah,
5 minutes.
there's 5 minutes left.
Yeah, 5 minutes left. I was thinking of the 7.
Yeah, there's a whole 54.
Yeah, there's 54 next to it.
Yeah.
5 minutes. I can probably do this in 5 minutes though. So let's revisit me and Aidsy from 13 years ago, and we'll get this rolling and play.
I indulged us by coming back, so we can do it again.
So, Clive may win seats in Queensland, which could be amusing.
That's fantastic.
We also have in various parts of the country Christian lobby groups doing their best. And one could argue directly opposed to them, the Australian Sex Party,
Absolutely.
who I was actually this close to actively campaigning for, but I wasn't this sure. And they ended up weeding people out by cutting a preference deal with One Nation.
Who actually says on their front banner, "We actually like being racist."
Mm.
I am summarising.
Dot points.
Dot points, but it's like, yeah, no, it's got to be white or piss off.
So a lot of people worried about that. And to me, this is why I will never go into politics, because you would regularly be faced with the challenge. Do you want to win, or do you only want to deal with nice people?
Mm.
Because so many times you're given the choice of, if you work with the bad person, you will win.
Mm.
You know, hey, short-term selling of soul for long-time achieving goal, particularly if the choice between this final Senate seat is between the Australian Christian lobby, Family First, I think they're calling themselves, and the Sex Party. I'm leaning slightly towards any means necessary at that point.
At that point, definitely.
But this is also why I won't go into politics, because of that sort of thing. And speaking of people who any means necessary, the WikiLeaks party.
Mm.
Who knew that when you set someone up as a messiah-like figure like Julian Assange, I'm taking on the world, I'm the guy, that he develops a messiah complex?
And yeah, it's getting more and more obvious that he has. Half of the board of his party up and walked away this week because they basically turned up and said it's not very democratic, and what Julian says goes. And much like his own company and WikiLeaks,
Yes.
with the same things happened there, and it's happened again. And everyone said we were going to join in because it was cool and about justice, and there's no justice, and it's just not cool.
Yeah, so WikiLeaks had a bit of a stumble. Who knows if they'll have any sort of a showing in the election. But yeah, this is the problem with chosen one status. You start to believe your own press at a
It's a
certain
cross-eye
point.
bear.
Mm. So, yes, soon to come, the AIDSy Look Out, Grab Your Ankles party in the next Senate election.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All I need is 4.5%.
And anything could happen. And honestly, I have been really disengaged from this election. I will probably be more interested in deconstructing the result.
I'll be frigging interested in deconstructing the result, because most of the result is going to fucking deconstruct me.
One of the vulnerable, as in, if you don't give me medication, I'll be dead.
Mm.
So, you know, it's one of those funny things where it's a real scenario we're talking about here.
Fucking yes.
Doesn't get much realer. So we will actually come back next week and deconstruct the result for you. And if, as what I regard as the almost inevitable crushing win of the Conservative parties, my God, I'm going to have shit tons of material for the next couple of years to just lose my shit over.
Always a bright side.
Yeah, see,
Always
glass half full.
Mm.
If the person who I honestly think is not a person of high caliber leads the party with whom I disagree with the majority of their policies gets in, at least I'll have fun swearing about it.
Yeah. You
So-
don't mind if I live here, do you?
Yeah.
Okay, won't it?
You're just saying that because I cleaned up and but you can sleep on the sound deadening foam.
Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome. And I got a sleepy bag somewhere.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm sorry to say, if anyone wanted me to really explore politics, these people have managed to suck the life out of me in this election. But we will deconstruct the result next week. And honestly, no matter what happens in this, get real. Nobody wins every election.
Mm.
You know what? People you don't like win elections.
Mm.
Policies you don't like get enacted. The pendulum swings both ways. If the outcome doesn't make you happy, just fucking deal with it. Because people I really can't give a fuck about, the one when their chosen party doesn't win an election is, that's it, I'm leaving the country. You know what? Fuck off. Honestly, if you've got no fight in you, if you can't take a long view, no one gets their own way all the time. That's not fair.
Only angry gets his own way all the time.
In a limited kind of way, as in he never gets anything his way.
Ever.
Ever.
Yeah.
So, you know.
And I kind of like it in a French maid wearing got to clean up now way.
Yeah, it's all those years in Berlin conditioned you for it, I think.
I liked it.
Yeah. So, yeah, just, again, keep a hold of reality. Anything that happens is only temporary. This too shall pass. But one thing that won't go away is us. We'll be back soon, and we'll see you then.
Oh shit! It finished. Oh, okay. I got distracted. Let me get here. Okay. Woo! God. Okay. My torso is definitely longer than Dr. Abigail's. Damn. Oh. It was Cash on the Channel 7 stream. That's a hoot. They just told me out in the lounge room, the Liberal guy on the ABC stream he's got the shits, and he's calling the Greens horrible people, and he's calling Labor union thugs. What a fucking hoot. Bad losers. We go, Shorten's got a real smug face. That's some good stuff. Wait, I gotta refresh. We'll put this on in the background. I'll just put it there. Now wait, we're share screen, ABC. Probably won't get content pinged for this. So look at all that red for Labor. Oh my God. Yeah, the LNP is doing things. Oh yeah, no, Danny, he seems to be getting real Trumpy, just getting personal with the stuff. It's friggin' funny. Where are we? Like, God, there's so much. This guy. 77 to ALP, 33 to the LNP, 27 in doubt. Like, this is the result that I did not dare hope for. The LNP getting absolute arse. That's just like, that is like blood spatters for the LNP. I know, it's fucking incredible. Like, they're getting absolutely ass fucked in this election. My daughter texted me again. So I could say, apparently he called the Greens awful people and Labor union thugs. I love that I've raised my offspring right, that they're rejoicing in this result. Yeah, this as, again, I am super, I need to get that off my face. This, okay, this is the hope that I'll probably end up being disappointed, but my hope is this makes Labor brave. This makes Labor go, holy shit, that Liberal Party shit got completely rejected at the election. We need to stand up and do actual progressive policies. I texted my daughter saying, apparently that guy called the Greens awful people and Labor union thugs. Yeah, he crashed out, said the Greens were bullying people, not letting them be being mean to them for being conservatives. Oh my God, I'm not saying I'm gonna crank one out to Dutton's concession speech, but I might. He spent the whole night coping while everyone at the desk publicly humiliates on national television. Sorry.
Can I eat in here?
If you can find a comfortable way to do it.
Maybe I can eat on at the bar.
That'd probably work, actually. A stand-up meal?
Yep.
Dr. Abigail's going to do a stand-up meal.
Stand up meal for a stand up stream.
I'm going to do this just so we can see you.
Hi everyone.
Oh my God. Okay. Everything is difficult.
Everything is kind of difficult at the moment.
The world, what's that? That's the last big Mental as Anything song. The world seems difficult to me, because it does.
Food is really tasty at the moment.
Good.
Oh, I poured a bunch of salt on it.
Good.
My GP actually told me that I need to add salt to things
Okay.
because my blood pressure is low.
Okay. But also, salt makes things taste good. So. That's why I've got the little dropper of saline solution. Put a couple of drops of saline in a cocktail, and it brings out all the flavors. Oh my God!
Read the chat from here.
That's the thing. Yes, it's funny to think various things about Dutton at the moment home for the elderly. Notably, that he's just staring down. He is a colossal failure. Like, he didn't just miss out. He is a cataclysmic failure.
Let's not forget that he is also a monster.
He is. He's a steaming pile of shit.
And you know what type of person doesn't have to get their wife to write a newspaper article saying that they're not a monster?
He's not a monster.
A monster.
I mean, seriously. That's like the old meme of, wow, my not involved in child trafficking shirt raises a lot of questions that are already answered by the shirt. It's like, wow, my article about my husband, not a monster, has people saying things that I think I answered in the headline of the article. And it's just like, because most of us think that's not a defense you have to mount for a person who's not a monster.
Yeah.
Turns
out he was electro poisoned.
Oh my God. Oh, the level of relief I feel is incredible.
Yeah.
Now, again,
it's shot worthy.
Yeah. Well, he got a shot out of it. Needed shirt with Dutton got mashed. Oh, the racist potato got mashed.
No, nice.
Danny, you fucking win. That is good.
That's awesome.
That's a really interesting question, Safa. Who's the next Libs leader? I've got no fucking idea. They're down to a very small number of people to choose from.
Yeah, who the fuck knows?
Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't believe how happy I am.
It's like that, isn't it?
Oh, what's this feeling that I haven't had for so long? It's hope. Jesus Christ. So this is the funny one. Like, I was equating this to when Keating won, when people didn't expect him to. Oh yeah, your Pepsi. Yeah. Okay. Wash it down. I was equating it to when Keating won and Hewson wouldn't concede. And traditionally, the loser concedes before the winner does their acceptance speech. And Hewson wouldn't do a concession speech. And apparently people from Labor were calling the Liberals HQ and go, what the fuck are you doing? Get out there and do a fucking concession. And he wouldn't. And it's like, you're trying to take Keating's win away from him. And so it got to a point and they just went, you know what? Fuck you, you jerk. And Keating went out and did a great acceptance speech. This is the sweetest victory of all, because no one thought we'd get it. And then eventually Hewson went on stage and said, oh, I think we all agree it's too close to call. It was like, get fucked, you piece of shit.
No one agreed.
Although, I will...
such a piece of shit.
A mild defense of him, Hewson, because he left politics after that, he still a dyed-in-the-wool conservative, blah, blah, blah. He turned into a much better, more reasonable person when he was
Oh.
out of politics.
Good for him.
Yeah, I know, right? It's a great turn
Mm.
for being such a prick to actually, because he has been for the last 10 years quite critical of what the Liberal Party's doing. He's like literally been saying, "The fuck are you guys doing?
Yeah.
That's not going to work. What's going on?"
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so Dutton's speaking. I'm not going to put it on. I don't want to get pinged. He
Oh,
called.
Dutton's actually speaking.
Yeah, called Albanese. Yeah, Danny, isn't it strange feeling hopeful? It's wild. Like I
It's
feel
such a feeling that we haven't felt in so long.
I feel better about this than I felt when Albanese beat Morrison.
Yeah.
Like beating
Because-
Morrison was okay. Well, thank fuck. That kind of seemed inevitable, but thank fuck it came through.
Yeah. But this is, I mean, Albo needed to prove that he could do it more than just beating ScoMo.
Yeah.
And he hasn't over the past 3 odd years. He just campaigned really well.
Yeah. Ooh, fun question from Madam Butterfly. Who is Australia's worst Prime Minister? I don't...
Most Prime Minister?
Worst Prime Minister.
Oh, worst.
I don't know history well enough.
Ooh.
I know people who are into history call out William McMahon, Billy McMahon, and he was actually the leader of 3 different parties in a 20-year period. He was Labour, and he was something else, and he was something else, and he was Prime Minister for a bit. I know historians tend to call out Billy McMahon. Modern era, I would agree with Home for the Elderly and say Tony Abbott, although John Howard holds a special place of hate in my heart because he mainstreamed racism in Australian politics. And I have been consistently disappointed in Labor's inability to stand up against that. But
hot take.
Yeah.
Harold Holt took 1 day off, never came back from his swimming trip.
But in true Australian tradition, we named a swimming pool after him.
And if I ever die, I want a fucking something named after me in that vein.
Yeah.
If I die of cancer, I want a fucking cancer-causing device named after me. Not a cancer ward.
No. Yeah.
I want a nuclear power plant named after me. If
a tobacco processing plant named after you.
If I like get a limb chopped off and I die of blood loss,
Yeah.
I want a fucking circular saw named after me.
Yeah.
Like some shit like that.
Yeah. We should have an Azaria Chamberlain dingo breeding park.
Yeah, something like that.
Jesus.
She was acquitted. Come on.
Yeah.
Let it go, Australia.
Jesus. And it's funny, like, okay, just in case there's anyone who doesn't know, Harold Holt was an Australian Prime Minister who very foolishly chose an extremely rough patch of surf to go for a swim in, and he got swept out to sea and died, was never seen again. There were some weird conspiracy theories about it, but I swear to God, the first time I went to the place where he disappeared, it was a rough seas day, and I looked down from a lookout point and I went, oh, yeah, no. He just got swept out to sea and died. Yeah. This place is diabolical. That is some...
What the fuck was he
was he fucking thinking?
Yeah.
It was absolutely... Oh, no. He just made a real bad decision. And he got swept out to sea and drowned. And the currents just carried his fucking body out, not in. And fishies ate him. You know, he wasn't picked up by a Chinese submarine. He drowned and the fishies ate him. It's that simple. Like literally, you just have to visit that bit which is out past Geelong. It's on the surf coast. You visit the bit where he disappeared, and you look down on an even mildly rough day, and just go, "Oh yeah, no, he was a goddamn idiot. What the fuck was he thinking?" Like this is definitely just swept him out to sea. So yeah, that was that. I remember a friend at college saying like he'd been dating this, and this is back in the 80s, and he'd been dating a Swedish girl, and she found out a bit about Australian politics, and she's like, I don't believe you just let your prime minister go for a swim and disappear. And the year previous, the Swedish prime minister had been machine gunned in the street. God. And she's going, I don't believe you just let your prime minister go for that. Your prime minister got machine gunned in the street. The fuck are you talking about?
Wasn't it a Swedish monarch that?
Oh, it was some weird fucked up thing that happened. Yeah,
no, but like, wasn't it a Swedish monarch that the term defenestration was coined because of? Am I thinking of a German or Austrian?
There is a whole bunch of them. Like, go on Wikipedia and just search on defenestration, and there are all these
the
famous
greatest term ever,
which means being thrown through a window.
Yeah, death by window.
As a German term, Fenster means window or glass, and but there's the defenestration of Prague. It's always these things where it's like there's some uprising and people decide various leaders need to be thrown out the window of a tower.
Yeah,
it's just like, oh my god.
The downside of this outfit is that when my hands have a bit of food stuff on them, I can't just wipe them on my
No, you don't want to. I could go get a cloth or something.
There's cloth right here.
Is that enough? I could go get a bigger one.
That's fine.
All right.
That was I
you needed
desperately
the food?
needed that food.
I had food like half an hour before the stream. I wasn't sure. I went, I would probably be well served to eat something. What are we getting? Dutton conceded gracefully. I'll give that to him. Okay. Mrs. Angry is giving Dutton points for graceful concession.
Someone probably wrote his speech for him.
Oh, yeah. Could you imagine, though, he's staring down the barrel of the dude, you are probably losing. Do you want to write the speech ahead of time so you're ready? Damn.
No, what probably happened was that he would never consider that because he's too up himself.
Yeah.
But someone in his staff wrote it anyway.
Yeah. Dutton's taking responsibility. Look, honestly, I agree with Mrs. Angry. Give it to him that he didn't weasel and he just went.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fair. Because he's not ScoMo.
Oh God, that guy fucking sucks so much. Just not a good person.
No. No. He's a weasel.
It's slightly different. Morrison is a weasel who won't accept responsibility for anything.
Yeah.
Dutton's a fucking monster psycho piece of shit who I hate, but he has apparently taken responsibility.
Yeah. Now, if I was trapped in a dark alley, if it was ScoMo, I would fucking laugh my ass off.
Yeah.
If it was Peter Dutton, I would actually be scared.
Yeah, Dutton's gonna be a fight to the death.
Yeah, because he's a real man.
Yeah.
Even though he's a monster.
He's a piece of shit. Yeah.
He's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And he's Voldemort and the racist potato and all of that.
Yeah.
But he's an actual he's a fully grown man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas ScoMo was just a piece of shit weasel.
Yeah,
human garbage.
Yeah, and he's the worst.
Yeah.
Yes, we were doing the bye song earlier, Earth W. Actually, we were pretty aggressive. We called it much earlier.
Yeah, and he's still a monster.
Oh yeah, no, he's an awful person.
Yeah, awful person.
Crying out here through. Fuck you, guy. I'm glad you got absolutely fucked in an election.
Yeah, absolutely. He's not the hero of the story.
No, I am so glad he got fucked like this.
Yes. Thank you, people of Queensland for coming through for the rest of us. a sentence I'd never thought I'd
Yeah,
hear. I
we
thought
kinda-
I'd hear coming from a mouth.
Particularly like when Morrison won, beating Shorten.
Oh,
People were kind of down on Queensland. I tried to be charitable and go, no, but Queensland didn't make a difference. What I stated before.
it's true though.
Yeah, what I stated before the election was for Morrison to win, Labor had to do worse than expected in Queensland and New South Wales and Victoria and Western Australia. Lo and behold, they did worse in all of those states than anyone expected.
It was everyone. It was a conservative.
People were going, oh, fucking Queensland. And honestly, the Queensland result was not great, that election.
but it was.
But that
yeah.
was not enough to swing the election. It was just watching. It's like, oh my God, it's worse in New South Wales. Oh my God, it's worse in Victoria. Oh my God, it's worse in Western Australia.
Yeah.
It's just like, it was the dominoes. And
I think ScoMo, I remember watching his acceptance speech or his victory speech, whatever you call it. He was just as surprised.
oh yeah, no,
as,
he should not have won that.
As what's his face?
It was the manipulation of the conservative media that did that.
Oh, he was.
Yeah. Oh, we are probably going to see some super good tantrums in the next couple of days. Like, is Andrew Bolt still writing for the conservative rags? Because it's always super fun when he loses his shit when stuff doesn't go to like. Again,
I cannot wait to watch back Channel 7 coverage and fucking Sky News coverage.
I really want someone to do a supercut on YouTube of all the meltdown moments. In a perfect world, someone would do a dance remix of all the best.
Oh God, I wish I knew how to do
Yeah,
that.
I don't have the talent to do it. I'm just out here hoping.
I have the motivation, I have the will, and I have the equipment to do it.
Yeah.
I just don't know the fuck how to do it.
Yeah.
Because that shit is actually really difficult.
Oh yeah. No, when you see people who do it really well, you just go, "Oh,
So,
you're
like
a
that is a
genius."
mystical science.
Yeah, you're great.
I've written software that can do that.
Yeah.
That could conceivably do it, but do I know how the fuck to do it? No, I don't.
That's a fun piece of trivia. Dutton's the first opposition leader to lose his seat because Howard and Abbott
They
were both in power.
Yeah.
Which I think is a way bigger fucking crushing thing.
Oh yeah, because Howard was the first actual prime minister
to lose
his seat while in power.
Yeah.
Which was a devastating blow. And just the Schadenfreude was palpable.
I fucking loved it.
He couldn't show his face.
No.
He was so embarrassed by that. And I just it was just so sweet. And for Tony Abbott, it was just like he just had the noddies for a bit. The guy is just shameless.
Oh God, Jacinta Price saying it's all the media's fault. And she was the one who really latched onto the Trump shit. Like, fuck you.
What a piece of shit.
And Danny, what do you got? You can smell something burning. Ralph Babbitt smoldering a pure tantrum. I swear to God.
I don't know who that is.
The name, Danny, help us out, actually. We are several pina coladas.
Oh, so Abbott was an MP, not a PM when he lost. But
that's true. He did actually get rolled.
He was pushed back to the backbench.
Yeah. Albanese is dressing at 10. I swear to God, I'm just hope Albanese is standing behind a solid podium because I think he's going to have
the hide the erection.
He's going to have the hugest boner.
We both went there.
Yeah, we both went there. No, because if I was him, I would absolutely go like.
There'll be two Labor staffers under there.
Yeah.
Enjoying it,
just fluffing.
Well. Just fluffing.
Also, I just think he's a significant other. I think we can all revel in. Young Albo was a hottie. All right, let's do it.
I don't know.
Let's do it. And I'm just saying this objectively.
See, we bat for the same team, so I wouldn't.
Yeah, we bat for the same team, as in we don't find men sexually attractive.
Yes.
Young.
I mean,
And
I think I find men less attractive than you do at this
probably.
point.
I'm going purely on aesthetics here.
Okay.
Like for
No,
real.
he. Okay, we'll wait for the.
No, we'll bring it
wait.
up.
Yep.
Okay,
Ba-
what's your take on young Aldo?
Based on that picture, he looks like someone who bullied me in high school.
Oh, he looks like a fuckboy.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. No, he looks like a fucking hooligan.
That's kind of sweeter, but look,
That was a better picture though. This one here. That's a better picture.
He was a good-looking young guy. Again,
I can see it.
Yeah, just purely on aesthetics.
Yeah.
You don't have to be attracted to it.
I'm not attracted to it in any way, shape, or form.
But purely in aesthetics.
You just saved that picture.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Because you
later.
misclicked
I
accidentally.
misclicked.
Oh, is that for your wank bang?
Yeah. Oh, look at him with their hair.
That's not him.
No, it's not.
That's someone else.
That's someone
Yeah.
who looks like him. Jesus.
You click. What are you doing?
I don't know. But yeah, okay.
That's him. Yeah.
I think aesthetically,
Okay.
young Dutton looks like a fucking dork.
Okay, you got to bring
young
him.
Dutton. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he still bald?
That's
At least young Dutton didn't shit his pants in a McDonald's
I
parking
know.
lot.
Let's.
Yeah. Young Peter Dutton. Oh my god.
All right, we're going with young Peter Dutton pics
Mhm.
now.
I used to work with someone who looks like Peter Dutton.
Look at him with his like 50s hair,
Yeah.
and that's him as a young copper. I think maybe I was being a bit harsh on him. Actually, he's fine.
No, he's got like Constable Wiggin nose.
Yeah,
And he doesn't know how to smile properly.
but because he's not a human. He's a weird fucking mutant.
Yeah.
Hey Charlie, how you doing?
Hello.
Yeah, no, we literally just had
Oh,
our dreams come true.
Yeah, and we're 3 sheets to the wind at this point.
Yeah, FW, who's PM Carney? I have no idea who that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, One Nation does seem to have. Oh, yes. Oh, Babbitt. Yeah, no, he's a fucking piece of shit. He's a
Getting
Clive
Senate
Palmer
seat,
person.
including Vic and possibly Taz. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Babbitt.
Ralph Babbitt. He's a Clive Palmer. He's a
Oh,
fucking piece of shit.
Because
He is.
Because
filth.
Clive Palmer has gone full Trump.
Yeah. No,
So-
Ralph Babbitt is a fucking piece of shit.
Oh god. It's Jake's bedtime.
Anthony Green describes Labor getting a substantial majority.
Yeah.
No one,
shit.
no one in their right mind would have put money on Labor increasing their majority in this election.
Yeah.
And they have.
I put my money on a Labor Greens minority government.
I'd be pretty confident for a while the LNP was not going to form government.
Mm.
But I was also horrified at feeling hopeful.
Yeah. Oh, that's just the trend in the past 10 years.
Yeah, don't be hopeful.
Don't be hopeful.
Yeah. So Charlie, dude, I've got to brief you on it. Okay. So federal election.
Where is Charlie from?
Charlie is in North America. If I
Okay.
remember. Charlie and I did a thing once of we did a joint video. It's on my cocktail channel.
Is Charlie the one responsible for bad decision
juice?
I fucking love bad decision
Yeah.
juice. Charlie, I fucking love your work.
Yeah. No, me and Charlie did a
Yes.
bad decision
Yes.
juice video.
Oh, yes.
Which is good. So
Toronto. Oh,
okay, Toronto.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Toronto.
So
yeah.
much like your elections, Charlie, where the Trump thing absolutely tanked the conservative vote.
Yep.
So we had our progressive government, Labor, in charge, and things were looking
Progressive.
I did that.
Yeah.
Things were looking dicey for the last 6 months because the leader of the Conservatives, the Liberal Party, and that's a hoot because you're not Conservatives in Canada with the Liberal Party. Our Conservatives in Australia are the Liberal Party. Crazy, but anyway,
it's based on classical liberalism versus small L liberalism, and it's
I think nomenclature changes. Anyway, so we had our Labor government in power. Things were looking dicey, but the leader of the Conservatives is a fucking monster.
His nicknames include Voldemort and the racist potato, and his wife had to put an article in a major newspaper that was headlined, "He's not a monster."
Yeah, which is often a thing you have to do for people who aren't monsters.
Yeah.
Mrs. Angry just texted me there are now no Liberals in Tasmania. So Mega
A
Leach,
safe liberal state.
So Mega Leach, who we were talking to today, was going,
I'm from a liberal state.
And it's like
now
at the federal level, there's no Liberals.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, Charlie, again, he looks, and also, again, it's bad to judge people on appearances.
I got to bring up the classic Dutton photo.
Actually, the bit where he's lit from underneath.
Yes, Han, I just dropped your knife.
That's
Han,
okay.
I can do it here and share it.
On any of the tabs, really.
Han, I'll just do it here.
I did a video about this photo, actually.
Oh, he tried.
People memed it to death.
Oh, no, it wasn't until he because of the Streisand effect.
Yeah.
He tried to get it off the internet.
Yeah.
And then people just like spammed the internet.
They memed the hell out of it. Shadow, yeah, there you go. Shadow photo.
Yep. Oh,
That's it.
It's just classic. Okay. You need the full photo, like not just his face, but that's the one. It's just the perfect, like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's Bing. Do you want me to?
Oh yeah,
okay.
you do it from here. I don't know how to drive Bing.
Yeah.
The picture is Minister too unflattering for Twitter. Oh, it's so good. It's so perfect.
So okay, Charlie, get ready for this.
Get ready for this.
Basically, he was doing an official photo shoot, and just before he stepped into the proper light, someone took a photo, and it looked like this, which just makes him look fucking demonic.
But see, this is him on a good day.
Yeah, I know.
He's just evil. He is a genuinely evil, monstrous person.
Let's see if we can get some of the meme ones.
The memes.
The Bohemian Rhapsody one is good.
Yes. Oh.
Oh, it's in the okay. Oh no, okay. It's in the same. Okay, we got to stop this. Okay. This is a BBC article.
Okay.
Collecting them.
Hey, Nazi. Counterculture vegan.
Hey, counterculture vegan. Looks like Australia hates Nazis. Which is, I don't know about you, my friend, but this new feeling of hope and faith in the Australian people feels new.
It feels weird. It's been a while, but I finally have hope back.
It's definitely a Soviet-looking photo, and he also looks like he's going to eat a kidney. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, not his.
Someone else's.
Someone else's, yeah.
So if we do this, people memed the fuck out of it, which was very funny. That Bohemian Rhapsody one, I really like. Where is it?
There it is.
There it is. Do we get an invaded almost?
I haven't seen these.
Oh, someone just put a potato on it because he absolutely looks like a potato.
That's why he's called the racist potato.
Yeah, and then again another Sith one.
Yep. Oh, that's Darth Bane.
I don't know. The first, one of the expanded universe Sith, ones. Yeah,
I think.
Posting here.
Wanted this photo of him banned from Twitter. So whatever you do, please don't retweet it.
So fucking. And there were actually a bunch more memes. Some of them were really good. But
okay, Safa's got it. Darth Malgus. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, that's from the
probably
expanded universe.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
If it's not in the prequels, I wouldn't know
yeah,
because
it's-
they're the best Star Wars.
yeah, yeah.
What would you know?
What would I know? I just think Rogue One's the best
Oh.
Star Wars.
Star Wars nerd from the games. Yep.
Oh yeah, games. I swear to God, there's one. It's on YouTube. It's a cut scene from one of the games, and I'm just like, fuck me, you should use this in a movie. It's the Old Empire one, the Old
Knights of the Old Republic.
Knights of the Old Republic, and it's this cut scene where it's just like Jedi Temple, and a couple of ne'er-do-wells are sort of skulking around, and you go, "Ooh, what are those obvious troublemakers doing there?" And then a fucking spaceship, like a shuttle,
is this the one where the
crashes into the
Yeah.
temple, and everyone's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And then like the bay doors open on this ship,
And
all the Jedi go, "What?" And then just 20 red lightsabers light up.
Yeah.
And just the impact of that is just like, because you're just left with this, why the fuck did this ship just crash into the Jedi temple?
Yep.
And the doors open, and in the darkness, 20 red lightsabers light up.
Yep.
And it's just like,
And just start
fuck,
killing.
yes.
Yeah.
And mostly it's going on, and the Jedi are holding their own, but in the end, the Sith actually win the fight.
Yep.
But it's on YouTube. It's
Yep.
from 10, 15 years ago. I don't know. But it's a fucking great cutscene, and it should be in a movie, definitely.
Game doesn't look like that. It was CGI.
Yeah, no, it's not the game. That was a cutscene. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and in case cutscene means just a rendered scene that is a visual. You're not playing it. It's
Yeah.
whole thing. Okay, you know what? The only thing that fucking rivals it, again, why I think Rogue One is the best Star Wars. It's the final scene, the transition, which is going straight into A New Hope. And what I'd always said about A New Hope that didn't make sense, when that rebel ship got captured, why the fuck were they all fighting? Because they were obviously fucked. The end of Rogue One says this is why they fight, because this is some bad shit and you might as well fight because they're going to kill you anyway. Because that scene where the rebels are trying to get the secret plans out and they're getting killed one by one. There's that one scene where they're all in a dark corridor with the guns drawn and just the red lightsaber just goes boom.
Yeah.
And they're all like, this is probably bad. And Darth Vader just fucks them.
Yeah.
He's just force choking people, throwing them against walls.
I mean, personally, I think they put him in there because shit looks cool.
It's fan service.
Yeah,
it
it
is.
was fan
I
service.
will admit it's shallow fan service, but I fucking loved it.
The whole final act of Rogue One was amazeballs.
Oh,
It was awesome.
and I will go down. Like everyone has their favorite bits. Like, whether it's the guy going, "I'm one with the Force." This is one thing,
and
which
just-
I do love. But the one I love is the Imperial pilot who'd crossed over, who'd been tortured by Saw Gerrera, and he's trying to get stuff happening, and he's hooked up a thing, and it's all working, and a
And
stormtrooper throws
just-
a hand grenade
just-
in, and he's just
flipping.
looking, and there's just a second where he's just looking at a hand grenade, and he's
it's
just like,
oh shit.
and that's the one that got me.
Yeah, that
Because
was brutal.
He had sacrificed everything. Saw Gerrera had tortured him, and he got them through, and it was all working. And then there was just a moment where it's just like, I can't do anything. That's a thermal detonator he just threw in there. And
it was just so flippant.
yep,
It was just that's it.
and that's what I love about Rogue One.
It's like the end of. Have you seen Dust Boot?
Yes,
The end of Dust Boot is
Yeah.
just so brutal.
yeah, it's brutal and banal.
Like it's just like after all the shit they went through,
yeah,
they just get bombed
yeah,
and for
And-
no reason.
and that's why
Brutality of war.
I like Rogue One, because I love all the Star Wars, but it's all this, epic hero quest bloodline shit, which is kind of creepy, honestly. But
See, I like it because of that.
yeah, and it's good. I like Star Wars, but what I love about Rogue One is it's just the down in the mud
Yep.
fighting, and it's ordinary people, and I particularly love it's ordinary people who have done fucked things in the service of their rebellion,
Yep.
and they're just like, I've got blood on my hands. I just want to do something to atone.
I really liked Andor for that.
Oh,
the
oh my
end of
God.
season. I haven't
It's
watched
so good.
any of season 2.
It's worth it. I'm just saying, yeah, if you're going to wait for it all to be into binge it, it's absolutely worth it. Andor season 1 was fucking epic.
It was.
Because what I love,
it really was.
it's just like, you know what? The only thing to do against fascist power is violent uprising.
Yep.
It's just like,
Yeah.
that's all
It's
there
the
is.
only language they speak.
Yeah. It's fucking epic. And season 2 is different to season 1,
Okay.
but I think they're doing it really well. And
Okay.
no spoilers, but I think what they're doing well is nothing is easy.
Cool.
It's if you were trying to do this shit, either have a fascist regime or rebel against a fascist regime, nothing about it is easy.
Cool.
It's fucking difficult, and you've got to make all these choices.
Sure.
And, like it's not easy for the Empire. They're not just going, we do whatever they want. And it's just like, if the Empire is acknowledging, if we do this wrong, it'll blow up in our face. We've got to manage it.
Yeah,
and the
okay.
rebels are going like, this is all or nothing. What the fuck? What's the right choice to make here?
Well, yeah.
So yeah.
As someone who, if I found myself in a position where my government became a fascist dictatorship, I would take up arms against that government.
Hello, United States.
I would face those same decisions, and
Yeah.
I would have to make those same decisions, and I would.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
shit's not easy. Those are not easy decisions to make.
Yeah. And it's just like one bit of dialogue. I don't want to say it is, but like hard choice being made when someone's kind of saying like, this kind of seems bad. And one person goes, I don't know what you're saying. And the other person goes, well, that must be nice for you.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's just like,
yeah.
It's just like, we
Wow.
are making a real bad choice here. And you're pretending, whoa.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, we are up against a wall.
Mm-hmm. If shit's easy for you, you have no idea what's happening.
Yeah, yeah. And but what I love, and I swear to God, this is what I loved about Rogue One, because when I was going like, we see all these characters and they're great, and like watching the trailers and stuff and going, none of these characters are in any other movie. We don't know what's going to happen to any of them.
Yeah.
Like you plot armor in the Star Wars movies, you know, like these people are gonna. You look at the characters in Rogue One and go, man, you motherfuckers got no plot armor. And it's the same in watching Andor. You go, okay, you were in Rogue One, so I know you don't die in this.
Yeah.
Hello, character standing to the left of that character.
You might as well be wearing a red shirt.
Yeah. You're not necessarily going to die, but I don't fancy your chances.
Yeah.
Because that was my big thing, like going into Rogue One, we don't know if any of them are going to survive. None of them did.
Yeah.
That was just wipe the
That
board.
was brutal. Yeah.
That was like, man, they all fucking died.
We have neglected chat.
We have been rambling. I hope you're all fine while we're rambling.
All that alcohol is
I know.
finally kicked in.
We have
and I'm like,
both drunk a bit.
Yeah.
It's good.
It is like,
Oof.
yeah.
So yeah. It's okay. Politics is politics. It's nice that Albanese was respectful to Dutton.
Yeah,
but
I mean that he has to. He has to be.
Yeah, that's the game.
That's...
But in an alternate universe, there's like when you walk on stage, you go,
yeah, of course. Yeah.
It's just fuck you.
How many viewers we got?
It's been consistent.
Oh yeah.
Charlie, what's going on?
You'll need
bad
some bad
decision
just to pick it.
I should definitely not drink caffeine at this point.
No.
We have just been drinking alcohol. Like we have established the
I went hard and fast.
We've established the new
pina
tradition
coladas.
Pina coladas.
Yeah. Are the election drinks of Australian elections.
Yeah, democracy pina coladas.
Well, the next one is going to be the Victorian state election.
Yeah, next year.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, Naked Fella's here.
Hey, Hey, how we doing? How you doing, Dave?
I'm feeling sad, but like myself.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
We're all very sad. We are so sad.
oh no.
We're so sad
Oh,
tonight.
Peter Dutton.
Uh,
Whatever will he do?
Yeah, Charlie, I actually posted
Oh,
my
yeah.
democracy sausage photo.
I didn't take a photo, but I had my democracy sausage. I voted today. Well,
Yeah.
today. And
Yes.
it was my child's first voting experience as a voter.
Yeah.
And got their democracy sausage too. And
yeah, for the Liberal Party.
So yeah, I was a proud mama duck of a little first time
Yeah.
non-binary first time voter duck today. So yeah,
Mrs. Angry just texted me. ABC website saying independent retained for Goldstein with 65% counted.
Hey,
Shot!
shot!
This is my third and final shot of the evening.
Yep.
They all came true.
That-
Oh my God.
all of them.
Kids, dreams can come true.
I can't believe that.
Oh my God.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
Okay, and Home for the Elderly had called it. I have to do Starwood Pedro Jimenez. Okay, got the shot glass.
Nice.
Where's my Pedro Jimenez?
Safa, if you want a fourth shot, you have to drink it.
Yeah, fourth shot you.
Yeah.
So this is a very limited edition whiskey.
I'm
Do you want a sip of it?
no,
No,
I'm
that's
cut
okay.
off. I can't even taste anything
No.
right now. Any good spirits would be wasted on me.
Do you
right
want
now.
to waft the aroma?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah. So this has been aged in a barrel that previously had a sweet sherry in it.
I'm like even more drunk just from smelling.
Yeah.
it. Oh.
So
Oh.
it's got a real sort of dark sugar and raisin sort of aroma in it. Oh.
I kind of want to go to Hats and Tats now.
That'd probably be a real party there now.
Yeah. This outfit would go
Oh
really
my
well
God, that's
there.
a good Hats and Tats outfit.
This is the best Hats and Tats outfit.
Oh, okay. I feel like we have to do that now. We have to do a Hats
Yeah.
and Tats night.
Mm.
Oh my God, that is such a Hats and Tats outfit. The bar staff would fucking love you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God, let's do it. We'll plan it. Okay.
Okay. Not tonight.
I've got my pajama pants on. I'm not putting real pants back on.
Coward.
Coward. Sweetie Charlie. So, 25-year-old rum. God damn, a breakfast shot. Hell yes, it's
Oh.
so good.
Jesus.
It's so easy to lead Charlie astray.
Well,
When we did the bad decision juice, it was broad daylight for him, and it was like
Yeah.
night for me, and we were
Oh.
both doing it. Anyway, so I don't even know if Home for the Elderly's still there or if he's fallen under a table somewhere because he was drinking pretty heavily.
yeah.
Anyway, I promised.
Yep. Here
If
we go.
Tim Wilson fucked his chance to get Goldstein, I do a shot. So
Yep.
I've had the
Take-
little enjoyment.
Tim, what's his name?
Tim Wilson.
Tim Wilson? Eat shit.
Yeah, you smug fucking prick.
Yep. Nice.
Whoa! Oh my God. Okay, I don't usually do shots because I think it's wasting the spirit.
Mm.
That actually tasted really fucking nice while doing a shot, honestly.
Awesome.
Oof. What have we got? Oh, okay. It was so funny. Okay, so Mrs. Angry texted me and said the ABC website is saying independent retained for Goldstein with 65% counted. I texted back, well, I guess that means another shot for me. And she texted just now saying, I haven't heard it called by Anthony Green yet.
Oh no!
And I've replied, too late. I've done a shot.
Does that mean if he calls it?
Yes, Arthur might get his fourth shot. I do a fourth shot when Anthony Green calls it. Mrs. Angry did the ha-ha react with
Yeah.
Dave. Did not believe you'd be doing all the... I swear to God,
Yeah.
I was so scared of being optimistic for this selection. But
Same.
all my celebration shots came true.
It's appropriate to not hold on to hope
Yeah.
in these days.
In these dark days. I think I should do another mineral
We've
water.
just been burned so many times.
Yeah. So, God, I think the next Victorian state election, which is next year, is going to be interesting.
Yep. Oh, because the Labor Party are just so unpopular, but the Liberal Party are just...
They're just fucking nothing.
Invisible.
Yeah.
No one knows anything about them, and they're fuck knuckles.
And why is Labor unpopular? Because we had such strict COVID conditions. That's what it comes down to.
Well, not just that, but they're corrupt as fuck.
No one cares about that. That's not what's
You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
But also there was like the fucking arms expo. There was the oil fucking expo.
So that's the sort of thing you and me get upset about. I'm not convinced that reaches the mainstream, because when I when people are doing protests at those things and the cops kick the shit out of protesters and the Labor Premier defends the cops, I'm like, fuck you, man, fuck you. But I'm not sure that reaches the mainstream. But who knows?
I'd be surprised.
Yeah,
I'd be surprised.
But this election result is really interesting. And it's never going to stop being funny to me. Anthony Green very early going like, oh yeah, the Liberal Party thought Victoria would be the worst for Labor. They're right. Only a 0.6% swing in favour of Labor.
But I think that's pretty telling, though, that Victoria is usually Labor heartland.
Yeah.
And that it was Labor's worst.
It is. And again,
performing.
And look, I'm not an idiot. No one should stay in power forever.
Yeah. But I think it should be a warning to Victorian Labor Party.
Yeah. And it's down to them. And I've seen a few interesting articles and whatnot where it's kind of like they know they've got the fight on their hands and they've got enough time to take it on.
Yep.
And the Liberals continue to be missing in action.
Yeah.
They're just nothing.
Big way.
They're ridiculous.
Okay, here's a test for people at home. Who is the Victorian Liberal leader?
Exactly.
I don't fucking know.
I vaguely know what he looks like.
I don't know if it was a dude, a guy, a male, female, a fucking alien, a gelatinous cube from a D&D game.
Yeah.
I didn't know who the fuck it was.
Yeah. It was
Safa,
is that right?
Good use of Google. Thank you for that.
Is that right? Did you Google that? Because literally when I see that name, it doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything to me.
Shadow Police Minister. Oh, are you getting streaming issues? Or are you just drunk?
Ugh.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm getting streaming issues, and he's right here.
Yeah. Yeah. We're all careful not to jinx that. There was no way, like a week ago, I was going to dance around and go, Labour's going to win. They're going to increase their majority.
No,
Dutton's going to lose his seat.
Do not hold for hope. But like,
leader is called Rabbi Jones.
fucking what's his name? Spartacus from that 70s movie Spartacus.
Yeah.
Stands up. I am the liberal leader.
No, I am the liberal leader. Okay, I heard a funny story once. Okay, for those who don't know, the movie Spartacus is an old Kirk Douglas movie.
Kirk Douglas, thank you.
It's a very good movie. and
Yeah.
Spartacus is leading a slave rebellion against the Roman Empire.
all the way down to the coast of
Yeah.
Italy.
And it's going, but eventually all the slaves get caught, and the Romans say, "We're just going to execute Spartacus, and the rest of you will actually not be executed. You'll just go back into slavery." Who's Spartacus? And
Spartacus is the first to
Spartacus
stand
is
up.
about to stand up. He's just going, and someone else leaps to their feet and go, "I'm Spartacus," and he gets up and goes, "I'm Spartacus," and people just keep jumping up, going, "I'm Spartacus."
Yeah.
And it's basically they're saying, "Kill all of us, fuck you."
Yeah.
And
in a show of solidarity.
in a show of solidarity. So there's a funny story. Kirk Douglas's son wanted to be a stand-up comedian, and he may not have been very good at it. And at one point, this story could be completely apocryphal, but it's very funny, so I'm going to relate it. He's doing a tour of England.
What's his son's name?
I can't remember. But what he said, this is the thing, he's doing a show and it's not going well. And he says something like, "Fuck you people, you should treat me with respect. I'm Kirk Douglas's son." And someone stood up in the audience and went, "No, I'm Kirk Douglas's son." Not necessarily a true story, but a very funny one. Danny, a whole bunch of things sound like a Monty Python sketch, honestly.
Michael Douglas.
Albanese is hugging his tall son. Okay. Oh, that's right, because Albanese is not married. He's been divorced and he's shacked up. And again,
yes, they're engaged.
Yeah, but they're shacked up.
Yeah.
Also,
which is not unprecedented.
No, Charlie. I don't know if you're still on there, but another thing, you're in Canada, but in the US, you could not possibly have a senior role in politics and being shacked up. Our former Prime Minister, Julia Gillard, was shacked up. She has actually subsequently dropped the guy.
Yeah, but they weren't even married.
No, they were living in the lodge with first fuck buddy.
Yeah,
it wasn't first gentleman. It was like first fuck buddy.
They weren't even engaged.
No, they were not.
Just boyfriend and girlfriend.
They were just the thing.
Yeah,
home fidelity here, just very drunk, and we like that.
Do we want to invite people into the stream?
If anyone's up for it,
or are we?
I have a lot of energy. I don't.
I ran out of energy before the stream.
Nah, you can crash out anytime you want.
I'm playing mobile games.
Yeah, so. do it. Anything that keeps you going. Look, if anyone wants to join,
I'm so stuck on this level. It's
my god. Okay, so Abigail and I both play a game called Royal Match, which is a pattern matching game.
It's Grumpy King, and then you play fucking Candy Crush.
Yeah, it is like a Candy Crush derivative, basically.
Yeah.
Ugh. Oh, that's right. Sorry, Charlie. We have more than one Charlie on here tonight.
Oh, yeah. Ah, Home for the Elderly is also a Charlie.
Yeah.
Is Megaleech watching?
I haven't seen him on here tonight, actually.
Is that a Note phone? This is a Galaxy Note. Galaxy Note 20 with the built-in stylus.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Albanese speech just finished. It's been going this whole time.
I feel like he's maybe dancing across the stage. Like, okay, I want to thank everyone for doing it. And also, dun 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 dun.
Yeah. No, fair.
Yeah, no. I swear Albanese should do a few lines of coke and do several shots and then have sex with his partner who he's not married to.
On stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Labour faithful would go, that's a man I can get behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Notes are bloody huge. I love it. I fucking love it.
Is it? Yeah, it is bigger than my 3-year-old iPhone. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is 5-year-old. This is from 2020.
This might be more than 3 years old. I don't even fucking remember.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's the before times. Charlie, you want
before 4 times.
You want to do Jello shots? No, you have to prepare them ahead of time.
Yeah. Have you ever done vodka gummies? You just get a
yeah.
bucket with
and
gummy
fill it-
bears
and the
and fill
gummies
it.
absorb the vodka. Yeah,
It's a mess.
Yeah, it
it's
really
a
is.
fucking mess.
yeah.
It's for teenagers, basically.
Oh, yeah, I think Suffer's worried you've got one of the exploding batteries in your phone.
It's not one of these.
It's
we
not the
covered this.
explo-
We
were
covered
talking
this
about this
today.
earlier. Yeah,
It is not. It's been reconditioned anyway, but it's not. It's going strong. I've had
Yeah.
it for like a year at this point.
Yeah.
So
Charlie, I'm just gonna say, a lot of Labor Party people are going to be fucking tonight.
oh yeah, I reckon they are already fucking.
Probably. Yeah, oh my god. Mrs. Angry just texted me on ABC. They've used the phrase "historic Labor landslide."
Oh,
worst Conservative primary vote in history.
So the ABC leans right.
Yeah,
in
they
their
really
news
do.
coverage.
They are at best centrist.
Yes.
That, oh my
Damn.
god. And they've just gone, fuck me. What a turn up. I swear to God,
Landslide.
this is actually several notches above what I dared to hope for.
This is well, I hoped for a minority government. That is what I was hoping for. So this is slightly worse than what I hoped for.
Yeah.
But it's all I dreamed for.
The bollocking of the LNP.
Just
We'll
that.
focus
That's
on that.
all I wanted.
Yeah.
All I wanted for Christmas was Peter Dutton to be in tears tonight.
Charlie.
Hey!
This is for the hopeless, the brokeless, the homeless, the bogus, the hopeless.
Hello.
Elbow.
What?
Oh, that's an interesting question.
Why?
Senate.
Han? Yeah, we won't know.
Days.
It takes fucking days to know about the Senate, and like, it's how many people get elected per state in the
I
Senate?
don't
It's
fucking
like
know.
you never know. So who cares?
Yeah, like some random says,
Yeah.
"Hello, I am from the Sticks and Stones and
I'm
Scary Scarecrows Party, and I
Yeah.
have a Senate seat."
I'm from the party. I have a Senate seat, and yeah, like it's tough to cover.
It is.
Charlie,
Yes.
why are you so small?
Am I small? I
You
don't
look
feel that small. I feel quite large.
You look really small. You look a bit bigger now.
I made you look bigger. There you go.
Usually you're like this big. Right?
I
When
don't
I'm
get
looking.
what that means. Like, you mean like
At the
taking up
moment
the
you're like
camera?
this big.
No, you're good. It's fine.
But
camera
usually
is
you're this
exactly
big.
the
And
same
I'm having
size that it
trouble
always is.
focusing on you.
and it's all love, and it's
Rottweiler,
all
dude.
right. Till
I
we're
haven't
all
seen-
drunk, then it's all fine.
I haven't seen the numbers. There
Oh,
might be more
God.
independents in the parliament than the
Oh,
liberals.
burn! Love
Oh, wouldn't that be sweet?
That'd be good.
Oh, Safa, I am soaked in sweet.
I swear to God, I
I
think we
can't
had,
even say it right now.
had 2 pina coladas before we started
Oh.
streaming.
it. Yes.
I was on my second pina colada
Suffer,
when the
elephant in
stream
room.
started.
And
Pinot noir.
I'm just going to throw it out. It was Mrs. Angry leading everyone astray. She's going, "Can you make me a pina colada?"
And all because I was zoned out completely, and all I heard was cream of coconut, and
Yeah.
and I lifted my head up. You're making pina coladas? I didn't even hear pina colada. I just heard
a
cream of coconut.
Yeah.
So when you guys make pina colada, is that with a blender or is that just
No. I just
in
shook it
cocktail
with
shaker?
ice and
Yeah.
poured it into a glass. Yeah, blender pina coladas are another thing. I literally, like Mrs. Angry said, she wanted pina coladas. I go, okay, I have to make some cream of coconut. As I said earlier, super easy. It's just basically half coconut milk and half sugar. I mixed that up. I juiced some limes I had because I was running low on lime juice. And what have we got here? Goldstein.
Goldstein, Independence retained.
Retain, yeah.
52.2
To
40. Oh,
Fuck you,
Fuck
Tim
you,
Wilson, you
Wilson.
smug prick.
Dixon, 42.
Oh
that
my
is-
God.
Hey,
Okay,
Never!
it Dutton literally just got, well, metaphorically just got bent over and spanked.
by
Possibly literally tonight,
by
honestly.
someone named
Ali
Ali
France. Good for you, Ali.
9.2% swing against Dutton.
Charlie, did you not see the link? I'll post it again. That's the link. Dude, I fucking love you to join.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
There's two Charlies then.
Yeah, Andrew Hasty is definitely a piece of shit. He's a war criminal.
Yeah,
Fuck
that's
that
our
guy.
fucking area. Yeah,
That's in WA,
I was
yeah.
at
So-
the polling booth.
See to
and,
Melbourne.
Oh my
despite
god, it
the
was so
fact-
disheartening
Yeah.
seeing so many old people voting for Hasty.
Despite the fact that of these percentages, projections based on preference estimates.
Oh, they're actually predicting Adam Bant losing the seat.
No. Oh,
It
Green's
says
not-
ALP ahead.
yeah.
Oh, but they're predicting. Oh, who knows?
Who knows?
That seems like a line ball at the moment.
30% counted.
Yeah, that's too early. 30% is too
previously
early.
held by Greens with 6.5. 7.5.
That's a
swing
big
to L-
swing.
That's a huge swing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, that looks like a line ball for Bant.
I know. I'd be shitting myself.
Yeah, no, that's tense. That's going to be tense.
So this is first preference.
So the Liberals must have been putting all of their preferences to Labor.
They must, because Adam Bant's been a thorn in the side of both.
Yeah, both major
both of
parties
them.
faking
Yeah.
money.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh shit, Charlie, you're on Faceballs. Okay, I
Faceballs.
literally have to go to Facebook
Okay.
and put the link in there.
What
Thank
a-
you for telling me that,
yeah.
Charlie. All right.
Okay,
Uh.
so the thing with none of the polling booths have reported any preference counts.
Right. So it's
purely on, and it's like 28 out of 44
all right.
reporting primaries.
So it sounds like Bant's having a bit of a tense night.
Yeah, a little bit.
Little bit of a tense night.
But based on that, it's I don't know where they get this. This is a projection.
Yeah.
These are the actual numbers.
Yeah.
Megaleak, I was
Is
having
on
streaming issues. as well.
43.3 and Labor's on 30.9.
Yeah. So Bant has a huge advantage on the primary vote.
Yeah. But the swing is against him.
Oh, Earth W is joining. Hey,
Hey!
we're about to go. Brady
Hey,
Bunch.
Hey,
Megaleach is here.
Hey.
Hello.
I'm glad you opened up because I was just looking and Canada and Australia, Conservatives lost, and in both countries, Conservative leaders lost their seats.
Yes.
Yes.
There's nothing.
And
Yeah,
Carney is a
Charlie's
Canadian
with us
Prime
as
Minister.
Well, two Charlies.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello,
So-
Charlie.
I heard someone bring up Timu Trump for a second.
Yes.
He has the possibility to do the funniest thing in Canadian politics and lose a safe conservative
Yeah.
seat in Alberta, which
Yeah.
is basically just Canadian Texas.
Yeah. I love the phrase Canadian Texas, by the way.
Oil money,
Yeah.
rednecks, beef.
Yeah,
Texas.
like literally, again, our conservative leader, Dutton, his seat is like Australian Texas, honestly.
Mm.
And he just got
He just-
pasted.
He got
He got
Yep.
bent over and spanked. I've got
Ooh,
that
is that-
same
is that
whiskey,
port?
Charlie.
It's not actually whiskey. This is a
Sorry, rum.
Yeah. a Guyanese rum. I'm supporting my fellow
Eldorado.
Caribbeans. Yes.
What are you doing? You having a sip or you having a shot?
Oh no, I'm gonna sip. I'm gonna savor this.
Yeah, no, it's a really nice rum. I've got it too.
Yeah.
Eldorado rum.
I'm so disappointed I've got no booze in the house.
Dude,
Oh
you want
my
booze
God, of all
tonight, you want
night.
booze
This
in
is
the house.
drinking night.
Mm.
It's drinking night tonight.
I got nothing.
No, that's fine.
You know how, okay, I was talking about this with Will, my child, and firstly, if you consider the average person, 50% of the people on earth are dumber than that,
Yes.
Mm.
which is horrifying. But also 50% of the people on earth are also smarter than that, which gives me hope.
Yes.
Now, I don't really take much stock in the IQ tests that psychiatrists use because they're kind of full of shit. They don't really measure a lot of like they measure established intelligence quotient, but not like other ones that are important in daily living.
Yeah.
But I am acknowledged as being quite smart. And with that comes some downsides. And sometimes I feel like that the character from The Boys who has to lobotomize herself just to have fun.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
I do, yeah.
And tonight is that night.
Yeah.
I have lobotomized myself on the alcohol, and I think I've just done too much of a job of that, and I am just like, woo! I could sleep at any point.
And you can at any point you want. You have spare rooms,
or I could go into the city and then go home.
So,
which would probably be dangerous. Sorry, I just had
up on me. Yeah, I know. It's the same with me. But when you join the chat, it's smooth as silk.
It's all good.
Chopping up on me, but seems to settle now. Was everyone in Australia on TikTok?
No, it's doing it again. Oh yeah. The thing is, when a stream sort of breaks up, there's like a dozen things that could cause it.
Australian internet is fucked in the head.
It could be my fault. It could be stream.
Could be
fault.
Me.
It could
jumping on my phone.
Exactly.
It could be election night.
I think because everybody's streaming on Channel 7 or like stuff like that.
I was watching 6 News.
I just
thought
it
was really good coverage. 6 News was excellent coverage.
Really good.
Excellent coverage.
Mine was a shit show. It was fantastic. I loved it. Channel 7 had McKellar Cash in absolute. I'm not counting till every single vote is counted and handed in.
They need to send her.
Music to my ears.
They need to send Cash to find her a seat in the lower house and put her as lead because her sparkling personality will do wonders.
I think a lot of Australian conservatives are going to overdose on copium.
Yeah.
You know, I just said I'm not surprised this has happened in the party because when I was involved in the 90s in the New South Wales Libs, you could see all the purging start to happen and the preamble to it, and they pushed out so much talent. They pushed out a lot of talent, and they just left with this rot. So they made their own bed.
Yeah, Mega Leech is
Doesn't
getting
that
too
look
much
awesome, Mega Leech? Everyone's been commenting on Abigail's dress tonight. It is fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
It's usually angry
another
fashion for Abigail.
Mega Leech was with me when I bought this.
Yeah.
So the new dress. Yeah, and the jacket too.
The combo
the matching jacket. It's just
really good.
Yeah.
It was really funny. Like again, we mentioned it. The combo of 50s sensibilities and goth sensibilities is a very interesting.
It's a good mix. Yeah.
And one of the shop assistants, she was just dressed kind of regular. One of them was full on into the vibe, and she had the little hat and the dress and the makeup, and she was also like rail thin as well.
Yeah, oh God,
I was watching her in that dress. It's going like, can you breathe in that dress? What the fuck is going on here? But they were nice people in the shop. They were salespeople.
Yeah. And it was the store's clothes too.
Yeah.
Is Charlie in America?
Charlie is in Canada. Actually.
Canada, yes.
Yeah.
Look how nice that house is.
Yeah. And I don't know.
Setup,
It's like he's wandered off and forgot that he joined the stream.
minute. Yeah.
Which is
You know,
because he's having breakfast food.
Sophie's here. She wants to say
Hey,
go
Soph.
Albo.
Hi.
hello.
Hello.
Good
No,
to
I've
see
got
you.
I've got people over, so I really should be going. But I
Yeah,
just
no,
wanted.
that's
I'm
fair.
so
Yeah.
happy. I'm
I've
so
got
freaking
people
happy.
over too.
Yeah. Yes.
Also, we've had just so many celebrations.
Yeah.
tonight. Oh my god, such a positive feeling tonight.
I need to drink some water.
Yeah.
Mm.
Absolutely. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Are you on tomorrow night? Are you doing a Sunday night?
No, probably not. Not
I'll
doing
see you
Sunday
guys
nights.
Tuesday night.
Maybe Tuesday.
Well, my eyes.
How
really
are you
not
feeling?
working.
Do we want to sign off and like drink some water before bedtime?
I don't know.
Abigail wants to go to sleep.
I am incapable of making decisions right
no,
now.
I think I might be signing
But
off.
elegant. Look how
If
much
you
of your
go-
drink is left, though.
I kind of want to play video games.
You can't
If you're
go
going to
again.
cut off,
You've got all
Yeah.
that drink left. You can't go yet.
I saw on Threads
And
a
I haven't
Canadian.
I haven't eaten my cherry.
Oh, yeah, you've got a cherry.
I
in
still
your
got
pina
it.
colada.
I still have my cherry.
I saw on
Oh my!
Threads. Eat that. There was a Canadian say that that they need their own version of the democracy sausage, and I have an idea that if any Canadians are watching, is maybe a Canadian version is a pancake with a pork sausage rolled over, drizzled with maple syrup.
I mean, I'd do
Democracy
that.
poutine.
Yeah, democracy poutine, maybe. Yeah.
No, I've never had
Their
that.
national
so-
like sausage and bread thing. You know
Yeah,
they do.
poutine's like
I'm,
cheese.
I'm never too sure what poutine is, except it's what's curds or something. I got no idea.
Yeah, poutine's like cheese curd and gravy.
It's
Oh, well,
basically like orange
Canadian Charlie's
cheese
coming back.
on chips, on hot chips.
Where is he? He's
He's coming back. There he is,
Charlie.
he's back.
Oh, where are we?
Sorry about
I
that.
thought you'd forgotten about us, Charlie. I thought you just like wandered off and forgot you joined us.
No, I'm on call this week.
Oh, you're on call. Okay.
So, breakfast booze.
Breakfast booze.
Oh, we
Nice.
lost time for the
I
other.
have the- I'm just going, Charlie. I'll throw in one more thing. We have this guy. Okay, so we have a national broadcaster, the Australian Broadcasting Corporation, funded by taxpayer dollars. They are a fairly reliable, if mildly conservative, news source. But their election coverage for the last 30 years, there's been this guy called Anthony Green, who has been just the most trustworthy person with calling trends and results in elections. And he called this election like 2 hours ago and just said, "Oh, there's no way the Liberals are winning."
Not even 2 hours. Like it was more than 2 hours ago.
He's going, "There's no way the
Shockingly
Conservatives are winning. It's a done deal."
Yeah.
Mrs. Angry just texted me. His most recent summary is one of Labor's biggest ever victories. Like literally, we were thinking this government would end up being a minority government. Like they would still form government, but they'd have less than half the seats in the parliament.
And landslide.
They have actually increased the number of seats they have. The Conservative
87 last I
opposition
saw.
has just been bent over and spanked.
Not
like,
in a good way.
No. As much as that's the thing they're into, I'm sure. They've like their worst result in like 80 years.
Yeah, it's a shellacking.
It's absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
And I make jokes because I don't usually do shots because I try to be a bit more responsible. Ahead of time, I actually committed to the stream. Okay, I will do a shot when Anthony Green calls the election, which was 3 hours ago.
Yes. And I did a shot then.
Yeah. So, and I said I'd do a second shot if the Conservative leader lost his seat, much like the Conservative leader in Canada lost his seat. The Conservative leader here lost his seat. So I did a second shot.
Suck shit.
And my third one, because where I live is actually in the most conservative area of my state. There's a whole string of seats that was called the Blue Ribbon for the Conservatives. And in the last election, some independents absolutely upturned them and stole a bunch of seats. And so in the last election, an independent won and turfed out the Conservative, and he came back. And it's actually probably still not a done deal, so I might have done the shot a bit early. But I said I'd do a shot if the Conservative got shut out again.
It's looking likely.
It's looking likely. I legit did not think I was going to do 3 shots tonight, but they all came through. And besides the shots, I've done a number of cocktails as well tonight. So
Nice.
Damn. Justin, I hope the party was good. I think the Teals are probably going to, the Independents are probably going to do quite well tonight.
Oh, am I reading it right? It looks like Liberals have lost the seat of Bradfield, which is the last Liberal seat in northern suburbs Sydney.
Yeah.
Northern Beaches.
And yes, Justin, Labor might take Melbourne from Adam.
Yeah, I've heard, which is just shattering.
Yeah.
That means in Sydney, from the wealthiest electorate in the country, that was all Liberal, all the way around the North Beaches down across to the northwest.
Yeah.
Upper northwest. They've lost everything. It's gone.
It's
gone. It's gone
totally. That's beautiful.
It's gone totally independent, and not just that. Where Palm Beach is on the top of the very end of the Northern Beaches, there was a state by-election, and the Liberal lost that to independent as well.
70% counted.
All right. So my seat of Goldstein is looking more and more solid for the Teal Independent.
Yep.
Zoe Daniel against smug cunt Tim Wilson.
Bradfield's a Teal as well.
Yeah.
Fucking good.
Justin, that's the funniest thing to me. Like, the Teals are actually Liberal Party people. They are Conservatives, but they've just gone, you guys have lost your fucking minds and have pretended you're going, climate change is not real. And it's just like, if the Teals could just have the leverage to the Liberal Party and say, could you stop being so insane? They would probably do a coalition if the Liberal Party committed to, we will stop saying insane shit about climate change not being real.
Amongst all the other shit. Yeah.
Yeah. It's literally these independents, they are dyed-in-the-wool Conservatives. They are lifelong Conservatives, but they've just gone, no, the major Conservative Party has lost its fucking mind.
These are the type of people who are meant to be pushed out when I saw the purging going through. And the way I saw it starting was there were people going around to members at state council meeting asking, what's your job and what's your income?
Yeah.
And they were saying, and people were just offering what they were doing, what job they had, and their household income. And when it got to me, I said the Monty Python line. Sorry, I don't remember my name at the moment. I'm a merchant banker, but I am a merchant banker. And he looked at me and he walked off, quite stunned by the answer. He didn't know how to respond to that Monty Python line.
That's pretty good. I like that. You know what you're reminding.
Hey, Salumi's here.
Sorry.
Wow, Salumi jumping on to say hi and hello and
I
almost sorry. Salumi, I didn't almost ban you. Dr. Abigail's lying. Okay, you need the fashion parade, Salumi. You haven't seen this.
Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, and so
that does look good.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna minimize. Look. No, we step aside. I get out of the way.
So,
this is an outfit that got bought today, Salumi.
Strut it.
Dress
Strut.
is amazing.
Do the
Look at this
catwalk.
dress.
Queen, yes.
Pockets, and
Best
it has
dress.
These
Oh, that's
bits
nice.
that you can pin them up, or you can pin them down.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
put one down and one up because asymmetry, and it has
A matching jacket.
matching jacket, and I can totally put a jacket on because I'm not.
You haven't
cut.
had a whole bunch of drinks tonight. Yeah.
Isn't it amazing? Look at like this, like faux moth-eaten.
It's such a
And it's
vibe.
like it's the layers.
It's
got
such a
like
vibe. It's awesome.
petticoated. like internal layering, and then the jacket is like this military style jacket with the,
Nice.
the epaulets with the same pattern, and on the sleeves, and it's like in this velvet material. It's just so amazing.
It looks good.
The whole outfit is just over the top awesome.
It is so good.
I can't wait to go to Hats and Tats.
I know that. Oh my god, we've got to set that up.
Yeah.
We have got to set that up.
Absolutely.
Hats and Tats night. Yes. Sloomy.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, Sloomy's down for it.
Yeah. And this outfit cost a fortune.
It was not cheap. It was a combo of doing the pay in installments and
borrow from a friend.
yeah,
Phone a friend.
phone a friend. But it was
Yeah.
also like, this is too good to not get. I couldn't stand by and have Abigail not get this.
The look on my face when the dress fit.
Yeah.
Because I thought nothing in that store would fit. Me.
Yeah, it
It
seems
was
like
a
a thin,
thin
person
person
store.
store.
Yeah, yeah.
And when I found size 18 in something, I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Something will fit me.
And exactly, Safa, it on top of everything else is really good quality.
Yeah, and all the pieces are custom made.
Yeah,
With
incredible.
with numbers like
There's only 500 of them in existence. Sort of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, worth every cent. And again, you missed the stories, Salumi, but it was funny. We were hanging out with Megalich and his daughter, and we first thought she might be interested in the shop, and then Abigail went and found. And when you tried on, and me and Megalich and his daughter were outside, and you would just come out and go, "Look at this!"
yeah. But also, like when I started looking, I was looking for someone else.
Yeah.
And then I just started looking for me.
Yeah.
And then I started trying stuff on.
Yeah, it's
and
freaking
then,
awesome.
Yeah, then I was doing a fashion show.
Yeah, and we were loving it. Yeah.
It was certainly a thing.
Yeah, it was a hell of a day, really.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so exhausted.
Today you're exhausted. We did you're out in public, you did shopping, and now we've done this election stream where all our dreams came true.
I'm going to die.
Yeah, no, I think we might have to.
I've had a really long week.
You've done stuff a lot of this week.
From last Friday, like not yesterday, but the Friday before that. Oh, we're apparently, according to Justin, we're breaking up.
Well,
I'm dumping you.
Yeah, we're breaking up. I feel
Are we breaking up for everyone or just a few people?
But I feel like maybe the internet's under a lot of stress tonight because
the rubber band in NBN headquarters is broken.
Yeah.
And the little ferret creature that they have that powers
running in the treadmill.
Yeah, that the rubber band is connected to is overworked.
I mean, it seems to be election season the world over. Like last night, I was watching not last night, but during the Canadian election, I was also watching the Trinidadian election. Saying, "Can I get a vacation house back home?
Yeah,
I can go visit my family."
I just got to throw this out. My daughter just texted me again. They're already doing the memes. This is the famous Simpsons line of "Say the line, James. Wait for the pre-poll."
Can I look?
People are already memeing this conservative dick.
That's the guy from the ABC.
He's going like, wait for the pre-polls. People are already memeing it. My Zoomer daughter is sending me memes.
I just said something to Discord you might like.
I am just. That's so good.
Brilliant.
He's already being memed. That's fucking awesome. All right. So I think Slimy's jumping on the laptop. It's less laggy than the phone. Definitely. Yeah, I think Australians are overwhelming the internet tonight. Yeah. I think that's the problem.
If you want, look at your Discord because I just put something up there. I snapshot from one of the streams during the coverage. It was Punters and Michael West
If Dutton
together.
doesn't win his seat, I'm gonna have to call an ambulance because my erection won't go down.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I saw that. I thought, oh shit! Screenshot. Take it, quick.
What the fuck?
Oh, that's
Okay, what-
so good.
Oh my god.
With a $10 super chat.
What stream was that on?
It was Punters and Michael West together.
Oh god.
Punters
So
and
Punter
Aussie-
and Aussie Man and okay. Oh my god. That's so good. He paid $10 so everyone saw his erection won't go down. That's so good.
I had a few different streams up so I could sneak in between to see what they're all saying, and I saw that.
That's
Just,
so fucking
I clicked the screen and that came up. And, oh shit! Quick snapshot.
That's like hilarious. Of course, the Canberra vote crashed.
Oh.
Danny, what are you saying? LNP can't neck up in. Yeah.
Well, I mean, can't
So-
get any worse.
Is that right? Because the earlier swing to Labor in Victoria was less than
Yeah, but that was
1%.
when that was when
very
it was
early.
like 1% of the vote counted.
Jesus Christ, the Liberal Party are so fucked.
Yeah. remember when the state, the Western Australian state election was on,
and they
got
absolutely crated them.
Yeah.
There were like 3 LNP people in the
Yeah.
whole of Parliament. Yeah,
It's not that bad.
it's not.
Do we
quite-
have any has-been
It's still
hotel
a
fans in the
party.
chat?
Sorry.
Sorry, Charlie,
Do you
I
have
missed that. What did you say?
Do we have any has-been hotel fans in the chat? Because I got a lyric for y'all.
Oh, that is good.
I've seen a bit of has been
Unfortunately, I
hotel.
haven't seen
Oh,
that.
Go.
You're a power bottom at rock bottom. Enjoy liberals.
Even without the has been hotel league, that is such a good line. A power bottom at rock bottom. That's fucking awesome.
The electoral
I
fucking
actually watched
beginning.
What Has Been Hotel. Oh dear. I think I watched about half of Has Been Hotel, and I did like it.
I've seen it all so far. It's excellent. I love it.
So the seat of Melbourne is going to go down to preferences.
Yeah, it's going to be a line.
Yeah.
Oof, poor Adam Band is having a tough night.
So, but the thing is, if the Labor candidate doesn't get over the line,
Yeah,
and Adam Band won't,
yeah,
then he's going to win on preferences.
yeah. It might take a while to have literally days to have a definitive
Yeah, I
result.
know.
Oof.
And if it's super close, any one of the 3 candidates could call for a recount.
Yeah, and so it could drag on for a while.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, Labor also picked up Bennelong, and one of the reasons why I'm
Yeah.
yes. One of the reasons why I'm laughing is that the Liberal candidate one day decided to hang outside primary schools to hand out chocolate eggs to children without permission from anyone.
That's creepy.
Mm.
What happened?
So say that again.
I think a van.
Candidate
Yeah,
for the seat of Bennelong
yeah.
invited himself to stand outside a primary school to hand out chocolate to children
He was
without
giving
seeking
chocolate
permission.
to children outside of primary school. Oh my
Without seeking any
God.
permission. The school principal had to lodge a complaint against him.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Honestly,
Oh.
what the
Is
fuck?
he on a sex offender
Yeah, I was
registry
about to
now?
say, is he on a
And-
fucking
and-
database? Jesus.
I think that might be where marquee lawyers or something wrote that, or I think that might be where Hume went in and accused of the Labour Party helpers of being Chinese spies.
Oh,
God.
God. Oh my
And this is a
God.
huge Chinese electorate, like population.
Yeah.
So
Christ.
they
That is-
self-destructed like mad.
Yeah, that is epic face palm
Oh my
suffer. That
god!
is
What the fuck?
Marky
what
Lawyers
what
actually
was
said
he
something really good on that.
thinking?
See if I can find it.
God,
See
that's
if I can find it.
God. What
Go
the
to my
fuck was that?
page. If I can find it, I'll post it.
Jesus.
It's
Oh
funny.
my god. It's was that Krieger in the Archer animated series when people say it's like, stop, my nipples can only get so erect. That's what this election result is like. Oh, with all the different headlines, stop, my nipples can only get so erect. I'm going to have to do that as a meme tomorrow and put it on, collect a whole bunch of headlines about how much the Conservatives fuck this election, put them all together, and then Krieger going, stop, my nipples can only get so erect.
or stop, he's already dead.
That's Peter Dutton.
With a picture of Peter Dutton. Yeah.
The Simpsons one. Stop, he's already dead.
If I can inject a little more Canadian election,
Hmm.
the Conservative Premier of my province said this of Polyev.
Yeah.
How do you fumble a 25-point lead? That is election malpractice.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Like literally only a couple of months before the Canadian election, the Conservatives were so much ahead.
They were
And
slated for a supermajority.
It's people literally looked at Trump and went, "Oh no, that's actually bad. That's very bad."
See,
And our Conservatives in the early stages of their campaign latched on to Trump shit. Mind you, they did work out pretty quickly, oh shit, this isn't what.
Yep.
So we literally had our Conservative leader going, oh yeah, that thing I said last week, we're not doing that anymore.
Yeah. They even promised a Doge.
And he just kept doing it. It's just like, oh yeah, that thing we said, we're not doing that anymore. Because the Australian public went, no, that's bullshit. Fuck off.
Oh, thank God Australians have common sense, apparently.
Again, I think Canadians and Australians can hold hands now and went, oh no, oh, we worked out that was bullshit. Thank God.
Yeah. It's a weird feeling having what's it called again? Hope.
Yeah.
Hope.
Yeah.
Having hope, having faith in your population at large.
Yeah.
And it's just like, damn. All right, so
collectively we can hold hands and go, we have an IQ larger than our shoe size.
Yeah. And now I feel like we're just waiting for the US midterm elections and just go, I think in the US they are literally going to go,
it's your turn,
fuck this bullshit.
Yeah.
But again,
prove us wrong. Come on.
That's a long way off. Anything could happen. Who the fuck knows?
More countries need to do elections than Australia does. Mandatory voting, democracy sausage.
Yeah.
And preferential voting.
Compulsive preferential. Compulsive preferential.
I want us to have a mixed proportional representation system like they have in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
New Zealand's one's it's a bit different. It's actually quite complicated.
Okay.
But it's not bad. It's definitely not bad.
I like ours.
I like ours. It's fine.
I mean, is preferential voting the same as ranked choice ballot?
Well, what preferential voting means is like, okay, say there's a whole bunch of people contesting a seat in the election. You vote for someone, you go, say there's 5 people voting, and you go, okay, I'm voting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The person you voted 1 is not going to win. So all your votes for that person.
But the scenario is no one gets more than 50% of the vote.
Yeah, so there's 5 people there. No one gets more than 50% of the vote. But your person you voted 1 is at the bottom of the tree. So it's like, okay, all of their votes go to the person you voted 2. And if with that combination of votes, they're not getting 50% of the vote, then it all goes to the person who's number 3. And you keep distributing the preferences until someone's got 50% of the vote.
Okay, so then in Canada, we know that as right choice. Cool.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
On RCV.
So, for instance, our 2 major parties, their primary vote, as in people voting 1 for them, for the Conservatives, who just got absolutely ass fucked in this election, they were in the low 30% of the primary vote. And the Labor Party, the Progressive Party, they were in the high 30% primary vote. And then when all the preferences get distributed, you end up with about, it looks like it's about 55 to the Labor Party and 45 to the Conservatives. Like, and in terms of electoral politics, that is an absolute pasting. That is.
Would you believe that it was the Conservatives who brought in preferential voting in the first place? Because at the time it was favorable for them.
Yeah.
And now it is an absolute shellacking for them.
Yeah.
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 I am aware of how Adam's doing suffer, and it's not 42%.
No, it's better than
it's timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly. Yeah.
Yeah. Poilievre and Dutton in the same room. What happens? It's just like,
who is
someone's
that?
getting fucked with seawater.
He's Canadia's.
Canada.
Canada, that's a country.
One of the things that has impressed me.
Yeah, okay.
One of the things that has impressed me with Australians this election with the bullshit detector is that there have been so many groups set up to pretend to be environmental organizations and hobby organizations that were really funded by billionaires to try and paint Labor and the Greens as this big evil sort of thing that's going to attack the environment and make it poorer that people saw it out. And Clive Palmer, how much money did he waste this time?
Oh, who fucking knows?
Yeah,
and again,
those are fucking
Clive Palmer was just sucking up to the Liberal Party because every vote for him under the preferential system just got funneled to the Liberals.
Yeah.
And in the Morrison win, that worked, but it hasn't worked subsequently. So
Yeah.
Dr. Edgar looking at the updated thing with preferences.
Basically, so the current count is 42.1% Adam, 31.3% Labor.
And the
so put it in
slightly
perspective.
ahead.
Yeah, so it's a negative swing to Adam Ban. They haven't counted all the preferences, all the first preferences. They haven't counted all the polling places haven't reported in, and they haven't reported in any of the second or third preferences.
Yeah,
be close.
So saying Adam's only at 42%, that's not an accurate characterization of the numbers.
It's looking like Adam Ban's going to have a tense couple of days.
Yeah,
that might take some time.
He's been in his seat for 15 years.
Yeah.
So
has it been that long?
Yeah.
The interesting thing is if he retains the seat, and the current thing, the Labor person is still going to count this as a major
win. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which it is.
It is. It's a
huge swing.
Yeah.
It's a 7.5% swing.
So that leads me to I think let's say,
but the last two elections has been a positive swing to Labor.
Yeah.
In Melbourne.
Yeah.
So this has been on the cards for a while.
Yeah. Let's say Bant retains that seat, probably by a narrow margin if he does.
Yeah, it's going to be tight.
That to me points to an interesting couple of years in Parliament. What does he do then? If he's got a trend of Labor taking him over, if that trend maintains, if he holds it this time, if the trend maintains, he would definitely lose it next time.
Mm-hmm.
What does he do with that information? That I think is a very interesting.
I know it's going to be pretty hard to keep pressure on the Labor Party as a Greens member
if Labor's feeling really confident.
Because that's what the whole reason Doctor of the Greens at the moment is to keep pressure on the Labor Party. You don't join the Greens and you don't become a Greens member to try and gain government.
Yeah,
because
you're trying to influence.
You're trying to influence policy, exactly. Yeah. So in an election like this has been, it's horrifying.
Yeah.
because Labor is just like gonna rest on its laurels
Yeah.
for a couple of years. They're gonna do anything they want now.
Yeah. And I'm just waiting for Labor to just really disappoint me. That's the thing.
Depends how the Senate goes.
Yeah, that's true.
If the Senate looks a bit more even,
yeah, if they have to win people over in the Senate,
it's all
according
going
to
like
according to Six News when I was watching them.
The Greens do well in the Senate, which they traditionally do much better in the Senate. Remember, the Greens have only had one or two. They've only had one seat in the Senate since Adam Bandt won the seat in 2010.
Yeah.
And they've only had more than one seat like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
So
according to
so it's only been the Senate since the 80s.
Yeah, that was their original thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where we can like do a lot more. So it's not all doom and gloom.
No. According to the Senate on Six News, One Nation will actually predicted increase their Senate.
Yeah,
to a total of 7, including one in Victoria, one New South Wales, and quite possibly Tasmania, which would be Pauline's daughter.
But the Senate be like that. Yeah. But it's also like because it's a general election, it's not a double dissolution. It's only half the Senate that's being voted in.
Of course.
So
but
it's good that Pocock is back in. By the looks of it, Pocock is back in the Senate.
He's okay.
I think he's good. But the what I was going to quickly say about Palmer a bit is the reason why I think why he quit the LNP is that for Campbell Newman's campaign, Palmer actually lent one of his jets so Newman could ram around Queensland off the pocket of Clive Palmer. But when Newman was elected, the Newman government didn't give the mining contracts to Clive. It gave it to other companies, especially the one which is the Indian company, because Clive Palmer spent all that money and he wasn't rewarded. He quit.
Yeah, I see. Just go through it, and Justin, it remains funny that people in North America are confused by our conservatives called the Liberals. But also, Robert Menzies, who created the Liberal Party, would be more than mildly mortified by the modern Liberal Party.
They're called the Liberal Party because they believed in classical liberalism, which is all about personal freedom.
And it was the government not interfering, which is
it's
absolutely
more libertarian.
What the Conservatives do now.
Yeah. Whereas the Labor Party, which is our progressive party, is more about a labor rights movement than anything.
Oh, Charlie, and I also want to tell you, these fucking fringe weirdos wanted to cash in on the Trump idea, and they call themselves Trumpet of Patriots.
I know.
But I do like Danny's one there, Flugelhorn of Fuckwits. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Also, I don't think most North Americans are confused by Australia. They just need to know that LNP bad.
Yeah. LNP bad.
Yeah. Oh my God. This next term of federal parliament is going to be fascinating to me. Like, what happens?
McBean's got Eden Monaro. Labor's got Eden Monaro. Sorry.
Okay, and that's a fun one. There was a weird thing. This is a weird superstition in Australian politics, Charlie. There is one seat, like I remember, and in 9 out of 10 elections in the last 100 years, if someone won this particular seat, they won power. It's not been universal, but it's been like 9 times out of 10, the party that won this one seat ended up winning power overall. And FW was just confirming the Labor Party won in Monaro. So
my seat, which is Lindsay, Liberal had made that a good Liberal seat at 56%, but it's been they had primary votes was a swing against Liberal about 9% on the primary. So on the two preferred, it's going to be a marginal seat now.
All right.
So it looks like maybe 51% hold or something. So far it's projected 50.66.
Yeah. Yeah, Ray, we were just continuing tradition. I don't know how many elections have we done where you've come over here and been here for the election.
Oh yeah. Ham, what was the comment?
That was Ranger saying, "Hey, how are you doing?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've passed. I've taken a step past being completely Tim Smith.
Yeah.
And like I'm either totally exhausted or I'm sobering up.
We started a new tradition of democracy pina coladas.
If I may make a drink suggestion, because I think you're in the right region of the world for this.
Yeah.
Do the Trini specific version called a pantibana.
Ooh, what's that?
It's a pina colada, but you take a fresh jelly coconut and you cut off the top.
Yeah.
Then you pour out some of the juice to reserve for your next drink or two.
Yeah.
But you leave the juice in. Then you add your pineapple juice, and rum directly to that fresh jelly coconut. And as you drink it and refill it, the jelly will actually absorb the alcohol, so you have a boozy snack afterwards.
Oh my God. Okay, I do not.
Sounds very complicated.
I do not have a coconut with me at the moment.
Not right now, but an idea for later.
That's a fun idea. What I did a few years ago, because I heard people recommending it, I got a coconut and I drained out the coconut water from it. But then, of course, you know the way the coconuts work. They have those little things that you can knock through, so there's a hole in it.
Yep.
So then I made a cocktail and poured it into the coconut, and then sealed it up for a couple of weeks, and then pour it out and go, coconut aged cocktail, fucking yum.
God!
It was really fun.
Just a thing. You have to use a young jelly. It's got to be a young coconut. So they're a little harder.
Okay. See, I needed your advice when I was doing this, Charlie. I literally just went and got one from the supermarket, and it was funny because that's
how they get you.
I watched stuff online where people were using like power tools to drill a big hole in the coconut so they could pour stuff in and then put a stopper in. And I went, I don't need to do that. Look, there's those little things in it. You can naturally knock them through. But they were like tiny. And I thought, I can just widen this like with a knife or something. And then I'm trying to grind a coconut. And I went, man, this shit is not fucking working. But I managed to jam a speed pourer into the hole. And so like I poured a cocktail into the coconut and then put the speed pourer in the hole and then just left it sitting on a shelf for a week or two and then poured it out. And it was just like, yeah, coconut aged cocktail. What the hell? And I also had a goal, like, I feel like the coconut meat has absorbed the booze and would be yummy. And I wanted to do it. And I'm trying to break a coconut. And I'm sitting there with a hammer going, and it's like, oh, no, I give up. Fuck it.
The easiest way to do a coconut is to take the back edge of a knife and...
I feel like people who know how to do it. And I'm sitting here trying to crack a coconut and going, this is really difficult. Fuck this. I can't do this. And so I'm throwing it out.
Machetes are your friend.
Yeah, no, I just didn't do it. Oh, so yes, Rain. Okay, you missed it. We had a federal election. All my dreams came true, basically. I have done it. I designated a number of events to be shots, namely when it was called that the Conservatives lost the election, I would do a shot. That was the first one. If the Conservative leader lost his seat, I would do a shot. He lost his seat. I did a shot. And in my local seat, where a Conservative had been knocked off by an independent in the last election, it was like, and he wanted to come back. If he got blocked again, I would do another shot. And he got blocked again. So I did another shot. And so I've done a couple of cocktails and 3 shots of whiskey tonight. So
has Mrs. Angry gone to bed?
I don't think so. I think she would have told me.
I'm going for a walk.
You're going to go for a walk? I walk and see what's happening out there.
Yeah.
I'm scanning through till seats here in Sydney.
Yeah.
looking at the results, and I'm having climaxes, multiple
Oh my
orgasms.
god. Okay, I'll say, Charlie, this is also another thing that's happened. You broke the doorknob. What did you
I
do?
tried to
The
close
seat, the seat of a winger, which Tony Abbott held,
Yeah.
the Liberals can only garner 36.9% of the two-party preferred now.
Oh shit, that's bad. So yeah,
A-
Charlie, this is the thing that happened in the last federal election. Basically, some people who were essentially lifelong conservatives, but the Conservative Party had gone nuts and were like denying climate change and whatnot. And these people just said, for fuck's sake, okay, you need to acknowledge climate change is real. And they ran as independents, going like, we need to be a bit more sane. And they won a bunch of seats from the Conservatives, like traditional areas where the Conservatives hadn't been beaten in 50 years. These conservative independents just came in and said, yeah, the major
they were losing.
party, they're kind of fucking
Liberals,
nuts, aren't they?
Liberals are losing seats they've never not lost.
Yeah, they'd
And
never
the
lost
seat of,
50 years.
and the seat of Wentworth, the swing against the Liberal Party on Wentworth,
yeah,
is 12.57 against them.
Jesus. That's
Jesus.
a bollocking. Jesus Christ.
This has been a real volume. Yeah, Duck's
So
on
now,
the Van Wheel.
so now Wentworth, which is that's Bradfield, Wentworth,
Yeah.
two-party preferred is only 38%.
Oof, that's bad.
And that is the wealthiest electorate in this country.
That is heartland conservative territory, and they're just getting pasted.
I went to a place in that area for Cox's Park when I was involved with the New South Libs, and I'll tell you what, they are so wealthy, they stink, you know. And all they did was talk about, comparing their stocks and bonds and shit. It was like dogs sniffing each other's butts to see who belongs. And it was horrible. I feel like having to shower when I got
The
home.
global election cycle seems.
But that is the wealthiest area in this country, and the Liberals have gone from that whole area 12 and a half against them.
Yeah.
So happy. What seat did McKellar? What's McKellar?
Oh my god.
4.44 against them.
Okay.
I was so happy when the sitting Liberal MP Jason Falinsky lost his seat, because I knew him when I was involved, and he was a fucking dick. Happy he's gone.
Okay, so Mrs. Angry made democracy biscuits or cookies today. They're so good. Abigail just brought them in here. Oh my god.
Oh, I'm having two.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you can take them.
Yeah.
For Australians, these are kind of like Anzac biscuits.
Look like
with glass of cherry in them. They're so oh my god, they're so good. But yeah, so Rain, you say what happened to the Trump copycats? Essentially, the Conservatives trying to do the Trump bullshit, it blew up in their faces. It's just like, damn. Why you remember the Libs is trying to use the same text? Yeah, no. In Australia, they legit. The Conservatives started off trying to do Trumpy shit, and it just fucking blew up in their faces. The Conservatives have had their worst result in 80 years, and it's just fucking glorious.
See, I don't get why they tried doing it, because they tried it in WA with all the religious rubbish, and the WA Liberal Party in the state bases. They can all fit in a minibus now because of what they did. Queensland, they had to turn down the language for any chance to get in. They just worked on crime. Victoria has lives in trouble because of real Christian nutcases, but they're toning down to concentrate on crime. Because if they do it, they'll lose. So why federally they continued with it when state by state doing it was just dangerous. Yeah.
Well, like the global election cycle this season has been insane, because even like the small things, like personal note, my father is a dyed-in-the-wool blue conservative voter. This man not only voted against the Conservatives, he happily voted for an MP in his riding that he had openly called a talentless fuckwit. To keep Polyev out.
Nice.
I want to say two really important things. One of them is about this dress.
Yes. Okay.
It really shows off my cleavage really well. It's really good for that. Secondly, I got to tell my child who got to vote for the first time today, the most important established law in Australian electoral history, that as long as the vote counters can clearly count the votes, it doesn't matter if you draw a penis on your ballot.
Just don't swear, because
that was an actual ruling,
Yeah,
and put into law in Australia, that you are allowed to draw a penis as long as it doesn't interfere with the vote counting.
and I on a ballot before, when I did not put Labor first, for instance, I actually wrote in the margins, like, Labor, if you want to improve this vote, you need to do the following. I wrote a little screed on the side of the ballot paper, but I didn't obscure the vote in the thing at all.
Now,
when I used to deal with the scrutineering and the booth captaining, the funniest donkey vote I ever saw. It was a local election, not in my area. I was helping out a friend, and two people walked out the polling booth, and they said, "Oh, we voted for Bart Simpson," and they walked off, and I laughed. When during the scrutineering, they came up, they actually wrote Bart Simpson on their ballot paper and gave him a number one vote.
That works in some American elections. Writing candidates that actually count.
we don't have writing.
We don't have writing candidates.
Neither do we. And I had friends who were working the polls, and apparently record numbers of people were writing in Trump. Really conservative ballots.
Freaking awesome when morons
it's stupid, isn't it? It's good when they're stupid. I like it when they're stupid.
And people, I did see a thing in Australia. We call the weirdo sort of Trumpy conspiracy people cookers, and someone showed an example. They must have been in a polling booth. They took a picture. A cook. No, it was actually the cooker who took the picture because they thought they were cool. They actually just crossed out everything on the ballot and wrote, "None of these candidates deliver on what I want." And it's just like, and they posted it on social media, and everyone's like, "I'm so glad you didn't cast a vote, you fuck."
Yeah.
It's like they think they're being a winner, going, "I'm not voting for everyone," and everyone else is going, "Oh my god, I'm so glad you didn't cast a vote, you fucking piece of shit." It's just like,
for real.
Okay, and here's a fun thing. I always thought,
talk about threatening us with a good time.
Yeah, I always thought when someone came up with the term cookers, it meant like they'd spent too long in the bright sunshine and their brains were cooked. But someone actually traced it back to someone wrote on Twitter, and he actually said, "I think we should call these right-wing conspiracy weirdos cookers because they're always cooking up a new idea in the kitchen." And I thought, I'm so glad someone went to the trouble to find the first reference to cookers on social media, because I had always assumed it meant they spent too long in the sun and their brains were cooked. But no,
I thought it meant.
Yeah, but someone just actually used the phrase, "We should call them cookers because they're always cooking something up in the kitchen, something crazy." And it was done as a joke. There's a guy who posts under the name Tom Tanuki. That's not his real name, but he posts quite radical left stuff under that. And he was jokingly putting that he was having a war with this person because people thought Tom Tanuki had come up with the name Cooker and he hadn't. This other guy had. And he was just going like, this guy is my sworn mortal enemy for undermining my claim to the term cooker. But he was basically posting this guy actually invented the term cooker and framing it around a joke as he's my mortal enemy because he's stolen the thunder from me.
How dare he?
But yeah,
My local,
Rain, that's another good one. Assuming they're cooking meth,
Yeah.
that's another good one.
my ballot paper, I had 10 candidates and it had so many cookers you could mistake the ballot paper as a lasagna sheet because, like, you know, I've got it here from top down to bottom. Liberal, Family First, Shooters, Fishers, Farmers, Independent, which is a Nazi, Jim Salim.
Yes. Oh, literally, was it Jim Salim? He's a
Exactly. He stands every time. Vanessa Blasi from the Animal Justice Party. You got Pauline Hanson, the Heart Party, which is anti-vaxxer.
Yeah.
The Greens, Labor, and Trumpets.
Yeah.
You know, so like there's like 3 that aren't cooked.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Mrs. Angry did all the research on the Senate ticket here and just went and highlighting these people are cooked for this reason. So they're just going, okay, of this 6, 7, 8 mob who are insane, which ones are the worst out of these insane candidates?
Look,
It's a real
my
struggle
last-
to work out who's the worst.
My last was easy. It was Jim Salim. Simple as that.
Oh,
But,
if Jim Salim was on my ballot, he would absolutely be last.
Yeah. Even
That
the
guy-
Liberals and some others all had him number 10.
How's he not dead? He must be really old.
I know this time he was under Independent, but
Yeah.
previously he stood under Australia First, the party
Yeah.
he chairs. But that was before all the electoral changes, and I doubt he has enough members to stand anyone now, because you need around 1,500 members instead of 500.
I'm just looking him up. He must be so fucking old at the moment.
So, what was like the longest ballot in Australia this year? Because I know Canada had one that was insane.
Must have been last year's Senate ballot. It
Okay,
was
I think-
so long.
I think
Oh, he's
2000
not
when
that old.
Howard,
He's
they
only
had the biggest.
69. Lol. 69.
Nice.
Nice. Jim Salim's only 69. Yeah, no, we
That's still not old enough to be US president.
it's not. You gotta be in your 70s to be US president.
And the rainbow flowers.
Oh, that's nice.
That's
Cassandra.
nice.
Okay, and again, did we explain Anthony Green to you, Charlie? He's a guy
No.
who's been doing. Okay, Anthony Green is this guy who's been doing statistical analysis of election results for our
Yeah, you
network
have. Never mind.
for 30 years, and he's never leapt to a conclusion too early. He's always waited until it's like, no, I've got a model. There's definitely this result.
Yeah.
And
This
I
is
don't think
statistics genius.
he's ever called something wrongly because you particularly on the commercial news networks, people want to be the first ones to call a result, and they always make mistakes because that Anthony Green is like, I won't call a result until I'm confident, and he's never been wrong. But I swear to God,
I've never seen him call a result so quickly.
he called a result within 90 minutes.
Yeah,
of-
I think it was
yeah.
within like half an hour.
It was just he literally looked at what the Conservatives were doing, and in about half an hour he's going like, okay, it's only like 5% of the vote being count, but consistently, literally everywhere, the incumbent Labor government is doing better than anyone predicted.
Yeah.
And certainly within 90 minutes he just went, there is no way the Conservatives can win this. They just cannot. And ultimately, it's just
I
like
saw that.
this is an historic
A
margin,
landslide.
a landslide. The Labor,
Yeah.
and I swear to God, I'm going to dance on and piss on the political graves of the Conservatives in the next couple of days.
I watched both Penny Wong's and Albanese speeches, and they were fantastic. They were good.
I'm gonna watch him back when I.
Yeah,
get
no, I'll
home.
probably watch it on YouTube. Penny Wong is probably my favorite politician. She's not perfect. No one's perfect, but I
I'd
feel
fuck her.
she ascended to my. Yeah, Penny
She's
Wong
married.
is gay. She's openly lesbian. She's married.
Yeah.
But she ascended to my favorite politician probably 10 years ago. So again, people are showing up to do radio interviews for our national broadcast at the ABC, but they do the thing because of the internet, like they video record the radio interviews and they put them up on the internet. They put them on YouTube afterwards. And Penny Wong, who's a Labor senator, had just finished an interview, and she's in the halls of the ABC, and she crosses paths with this conservative politician, Joe Hockey, who's a fucking dickhole, and he's such a gormless.
He is a meatus.
Yeah, and he did this really nerd sort of, "Hi, Penny," and she just looked at him and went, "Ugh." And she didn't say anything to him, but she literally made a verbal "ugh" and just walked away from him. And I was like, that is the best thing I've ever seen.
Something to also to explain about Penny Wong for Charlie. Penny Wong is a lawyer. I don't know what type of lawyer, but she's sharp. And if you watch her with the Senate committee when she was in opposition,
yeah,
you don't want if she was a lawyer in court. I wouldn't want to be against her. And I watched one. I watched one recently. So she's in government, and you got someone from the Liberals trying to grill her, and like within a couple of minutes, it's turned right around the other way, and Penny's got her in the hot seat just like that. It's beautiful to watch.
Yeah,
it was so good. Penny is sharp. I wouldn't want to come against her.
Yeah,
if I was in court and she was charging me, I'd be like, guilty. I'm sorry, I did it. Let's just stop you win.
She's an Asian lesbian.
Yeah,
and she's our foreign affairs minister.
And she's an atheist.
Fucking baller. So any negotiation with China, we send her. Yeah,
she's an atheist, so you send her.
And she is awesome.
I swear to fuck, you don't want to go up against her.
Yeah,
no, she's very sharp.
I'm glad Australian politics is hilarious. So in small PP's riding in Canada, it was a long ballot by any measure. The riding had the highest voter turnout and a 90-person ballot, including the longest ballot initiative party.
Wow.
And the best part is before the election, the Liberal who took the seat, someone tweeted at them, "Good luck winning the seat, you liberal fuck." And he watch me as he took Polye's seat.
Yeah, I just like these lines. Salumi, your electorate's Labor. You'd like more Greens, but Labor's fine.
Yeah,
your partner's Adelaide electorate staying Labor. Mostly grown up around Megan and Spence. Remember, Liberals claiming can't make an MP because of his name. Liberals are racist as fuck. Okay, so Penny Wong.
Oh, look, if I was the leader of a party that wasn't the Labor Party, like just say Magical Land, I was the leader of the Greens, and even more Magical Land, we won.
Yeah.
I would make Penny Wong the foreign affairs minister.
Now,
she's that good.
There's an interesting thing. Penny Wong is a committed politician with both the positives and negatives that come with that. So, for instance, when we had a minority Labor government led by a woman, Julia Gillard, and she did an amazing job. She fought things on multiple fronts, but there was this pressure of, is Labor going to commit to marriage equality?
Yeah.
And this has never been public, but basically Labor said, we're not going to push it. And Penny Wong, who is a lesbian with a long-term partner, as a consummate politician,
towed
the party line and said, we're not going to do this. And this was never made public. Subsequently, Julia Gillard has said, that was a mistake. I should never have done that.
Yeah.
What I believe happened.
I thought it was cruel.
Yeah. What I believe happened, Julia Gillard was under attack on multiple fronts. And I feel Julia Gillard is not anti-gay at all.
No, because she was playing the numbers.
Yeah, I feel like she pulled Penny Wong in and said, I just can't do it.
Yeah.
I just can't do it.
Because she was under enormous pressure.
She was under attack on so many fronts.
Yeah. And then Kevin Rudd came in
he's a piece of shit.
But he came in with like so much popularity.
Yeah.
And could just do anything. He could fucking walk on water when he came in.
Except he was impossible to work with, and the party couldn't deal with him.
Yeah, everyone, all his staff hated him.
Yeah.
But Seago is too big for a country.
I believe what happened, although I have no actual evidence for this.
I would believe that.
Is that Julia Gillard called Penny Wong in and said, I just can't do it. I'm under attack on too many fronts.
Yeah.
And Penny Wong, as an absolute consummate politician, and I'm not actually saying that as a positive. I'm just saying she's committed to the political ideal.
Yeah.
And she basically threw herself under a bus and said...
But also the rest of us.
Yeah, and said, we're not going to do marriage equality because Labor can't.
It was the way she said it. The way Penny was saying was basically, I don't deserve equal rights as you because we're a Christian country.
Yeah.
And I thought you could see the pain on her face. And I thought, who made her do that? That's just cruel.
Yeah, no, it was fucking nasty. But that was, to me, evidence Penny Wong subsumed herself and went, the party is more important than me.
Which...
It's some dark shit, honestly.
Yeah, like
I have this weirdo who comes up occasionally, and they came up again quite recently. It's this various thing where they keep making new accounts and whatnot. I have this weirdo who comes on who wants to say that the Labor Party hates gays and whatnot, and because they bring up the Gillard Wong, and they want to say that Penny Wong is homophobic. And I'm like, you are such a fucking weirdo. What is wrong with you?
Okay.
And they actually popped up again recently under yet another account. They were kind of low key, but I gotta have this problem with weirdos popping up.
You attract weirdos.
I do. Something about me.
Sexually.
So yeah, I think it's a sexual thing with a lot of them.
Yeah.
You're going to head off. I think we're going to head off.
Fetish.
I kind of want to go home.
So, can we manage that? I'm just going to consult the Oracle.
I think that Albanese. What?
Oh, we can.
Yeah.
I can walk you to a tram stop if you want.
Cool. Awesome.
All right. Okay. I'm not going to say you're naive, Safa, but of course Albanese is going to get.
Yeah, we don't have term limits.
I feel like Albanese's erection won't go down for days.
Years.
I can't see what he would consider going after that win.
I just think he's just going to keep walking into caucus.
How long was Bob Hawke in for?
3 terms, I think.
He was in for ages.
Yeah,
he's the longest Labor serving. He was the second longest PM until Howard took power. So
Howard won.
It was about 8.5 or something.
I don't know.
Okay.
8.5, 9 years, and then Keating had about 3 years or so, 3.5.
Yeah. So, okay, it takes about 10 minutes to walk to the tram.
I'm just like want to go home.
Yeah, it takes about 10 minutes to walk to the tram stop.
Okay, but like also, are there any complications?
Nothing's showing up as a complication.
Well, was there a little eye?
All right, well, let's have a look.
What does the journey look
Due to a rally from 12 p.m. on Sunday.
Oh, okay. Because I looked before, right?
Yeah.
On Journey Planner.
Yeah.
And it's
the other thing is,
so that's the 12:06.
Yeah.
And it's got me getting off here and walking here. Oh, that's the 80s. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Yeah. Well,
because I'm worried about my cat.
Yeah, if you want to, we could do it. I'll walk you to the tram stop.
Yeah, we
could do that now.
Soon, like the
okay, tram, it's either now or...
Well, the tram is at 12:06, according to mine.
What's the time? There's
Yeah.
Oh no, that's to the train station.
Yeah.
That's if you take the tram all the way into the city.
Oh well, what the train?
Okay, because you know the train station where I was parked today.
Yeah.
You could either get a tram there and take the train into the city, or get a tram that's going into the city and take the
Right,
tram all
catch
the
the
way.
tram.
Okay, so
I've got that one here. This is riveting. I know.
I know. Yeah, no, that's
because I like this is telling me. Oh,
we,
okay.
we,
this
we'd,
is,
we'd either have to go within 5
Oh,
minutes
yeah.
or go to the one that's going in
this is
half
the
an hour.
train, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to take a tram all the way into the city,
Walk 10 minutes. to
we'd
the
either have to
tram.
go now.
Is that quicker? It's much of a muchness, really.
I don't even know what the fuck that is, but
This is Journey Planner.
you could take that tram all the way.
I'd
into the
rather
city.
not stress.
You
I
could-
don't want to
you-
rush.
You can take that tram all the way into the city.
Yeah.
Either we like go now or like in half an hour.
I'd rather take my time.
All right. So okay.
Let's go in
That's a
like
plan.
let's go in like 20 minutes.
I'm just looking at Charlie and Earth W looking at us like, the fuck are you guys talking about?
I know what you're talking about, but I just had this thought that I wish I got to see John Howard's face when the results were known to him.
Yeah, when he lost his seat, that was freaking
No.
awesome.
This election, I want to see John
This
Howard's
one.
face. This
Yeah,
election,
okay.
I would
I
like to
just
see
like-
John Howard's reaction when they learned because John Howard was in the media going, "Oh,
Yeah.
this is going to John. I know it. I can feel it. Dutton's going to win. This is going to be an historic win."
Yeah.
I wish I saw his face.
Yeah,
You know,
Wish
you
I
know
saw
what
his
I wish
face.
I had the power to do?
yeah,
Any time
yeah,
that John Howard
Yeah.
goes up to a podium,
yeah,
the music that plays
yeah.
is Billy Bragg playing the Internationale.
I
Anytime he goes
Rise,
up
you
to a
workers from
podium,
the
yeah,
I
is
always
the
pictured
Internationale.
John. The idea John Howard being brought out is the Iron Man wheeled out in the wheelchair. You know,
Yeah.
bring the Iron Man out of retirement. So
I also agree with Danny. He's probably given up on his cricket gear.
Yeah,
as well.
a bit
yeah,
old now.
probably.
Also, if we're going to bring up Billy Bragg ones, he did a very good version of the red flag because the traditional way Labor people sing it is to the O Tannenbaum theme, like
Okay.
a Christmas tree, a Christmas tree. It's like the workers' flag is deepest red. Billy Bragg recorded a version, which is apparently an earlier way the Unionists would sing it, and the song is called "The Black Cockatoo," and I'm going to use my very bad singing. Instead of that really sort of it's the workers' flag is deepest red, it's shrouded off down martyred dead. And it's a
Okay.
real sort of rollicking version.
Yeah.
And again, the idea of that playing when John Howard appears anywhere publicly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so raise the scarlet standard high, beneath its folds we'll live or die. So Mrs. Angry's going to bed, so I think we
Okay.
can organise
Cool.
getting you home. And massively thank Earth W and Charlie for hanging out with
Thank
us.
you. Thanks to everyone in the
Just
chat
said-
too.
It's
There is a
been
working
It's been awesome.
there
just
is a
such
working
relief tonight.
there is a
Can't
working
wait.
class song. There's a working class song I like. It's called Working Class, and it's called Working Class Hero by
Yeah.
Marianne Faithfull. Excellent song.
Oh yes, Marianne Faithfull did
I'm
some-
quite partial to the Union song by Billy Bragg. What's it called?
Oh yes, there's Power in a Union.
Power in Union. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a few good a local union thing doing it with a choir. It was
Yeah.
very good. The union forever defending our rights. Down with the black leg, the workers unite. Sorry, we're just going full
That's all.
communist now.
I don't know the songs.
I'm gonna eat a cherry.
We're both doing the cherry at the end of the thing.
Eat the cherry.
Thank you for having me, everyone.
Thank you.
Oh, Charlie,
Thanks
it's
for
so
joining
nice to
us.
see you.
I will be back eventually. My work has been insane, but I was
Right,
not
right.
missing the election special.
These are so much better than those shit.
Yeah,
ass-
those shit fucking the glass.
And I'm going to go too, so you two can
Yep.
bottle off as well. Okay, see you later. It's good to meet you, Charlie.
A
We
pleasure.
had a
Earth.
win. I fucking love it. Bye.
You are totally